There is a hill at the bottom of the valley where all the poor souls go when they die. And if you listen real close, you can hear them like a ghost saying you're never gonna make it out alive. There is a town at the bottom of that hill. They got a secret that they keep like a slave. They got a black magic preacher. You do ever let them teach you, you'll be headed up that hill to the grave. And it is well with my soul. You line your pockets full of money that you steal from the poor, and on your way down the hill, you hear me ring that bell. I paid the devil twice as much to keep your soul. There was a drifter passing through that little valley. He had promised he was coming back to town. They didn't know him by his face or by the gun around his waist, but he come back to burn that town to the ground. First there was fire, then there was smoke, then that preacher man was hanging by a rope. And then they all fell to their knees and begged that drifter, begged him please, as he raised his fist before he spoke. I am the righteous hand of God, and I am the devil that you forgot. And I told you one day you will see that I'll be back, I guarantee. And that hell's coming, hell's coming.
There comes a point when silence becomes complicity, when lies become doctrine and children are traded for clicks. Tonight, that silence ends. I did not choose this path, but I will walk it. Not for glory, not for vengeance, but for truth. Because there are those who use the banner of child protection to abuse the very children they claim to defend, who weaponize their ignorance as if it were insight, who circulate images, words, trauma, as if it's theirs to post, to profit from. So let me speak now for the voiceless, for those children dragged into a theatre of madness, for the families torn apart by the arrogance of the few. Kaylee, Einav, Jake, Clarke. You have danced in the ashes of other people's pain long enough. You have defied lawful instruction. You have mocked a family court ruling. You have engaged in acts so reckless, so foul, so perilously close to criminal, that the only shield of chaos that you have has protected you until now. Because I do not come with the gossip, I come with a judgment that was from the courts. And in the court of conscience, in the eyes of the law, your lies have no sanctuary here. This is your reckoning. And by the end of this broadcast, I will have proved what the court has already ruled, that this hoax is over, that the truth is written in judgment, and that anyone who revives it revives their own downfall. Let's begin. So where do we start? Let's just take a moment to think. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice anywhere. Dr. Martin Luther King. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a broadcast that I make lightly. This is a formal presentation, a record, a reckoning. Tonight, I'm going to speak plainly and lawfully about two individuals who have continually harmed public discourse, misrepresented themselves as guardians of children, and have shown nothing but contempt for the truth, legality, and decency. Their names? Kaylee, Einav, and Clarke, otherwise known in digital circles as self-appointed saviours of the Hampstead Hoax. But as you'll soon see and hear, that illusion collapses under the truth of a legal weight. Case reference Gareeva Dearman, 2015, in the family court before Her Honour Judge Pauffley. In 2015, the family court examined in full the disturbing allegations surrounding a supposed satanic abuse cult in Hampstead, claims which involved children, their father, and teachers. The court found conclusively that the children were coached by their mother, Ella Draper, and her partner, Abraham Christie. No abuse occurred from their father, but in fact, it came from their mother. These allegations were fabricated and the videos staged. The judgment reads, the children's accounts were entirely of the product of relentless emotional and psychological pressure combined with long periods of physical abuse. Now, nearly a decade later, enter Kaylee Einav, a woman who falsely claimed suppression while uploading images of the victims across platforms, even after the courts ordered privacy and protection. What kind of self-proclaimed protector shares the recorded interviews of traumatized minors across YouTube and other online sharing platforms such as Rumble? One with, as Judge Pauffley herself warned, an unhealthy interest in these children. There are a number of individuals who appear to have an unhealthy interest in the children, and it's clear that they must be stopped. And all the signs that those responsible for posting material derive a great deal of personal satisfaction from attracting interest to their spiteful work from many thousands of people. Kaylee Einav fits this profile. This is a woman who had her own children removed by the state due to inhumane treatment. It is documented. She gave her children MMS, a toxic industrial bleach, under the guise of cleansing them. The very thing she projects onto others, she was doing herself. But far from remorse, she threatens those who speak up. I myself, personally, have received messages with phrases like, "You're fucked, you're dead." Ladies and gentlemen, those were her words, not mine. Then we have Clarke, a man who calls himself a child protection worker, yet has no qualifications, no child safety certifications. In his own words, he does it out of bare necessity. But whose necessity? I've debated Clarke twice, and in both instances, the record shows I prevailed with reason, law, and evidence. He misquoted medical terminology, he failed to cite legal precedent, he avoided the judgment itself. Why? Because the truth destroys the myth. Einav claims she's being suppressed. Yet her actions show otherwise. She floods the internet with unlawful re-uploads of the children's faces, names, and statements. That is contempt of court. That is harassment by publication. That is emotional abuse by proxy, and in some cases may breach the Communications Act 2003 or even warrant civil restraint orders. But instead of remorse, she threatens, she rages, she posts. The judgment warned us, and it was right. So what do these hoaxers really want? Attention, influence, obedience? It matters not, because their game is over. Because now the law can fight back. From this point forward, let it be known that any further dissemination of that material can be pursued civilly or criminally as public interest under Article 8 of the ECHR, and people, the general public, can seek judicial privacy orders as the law would demand. The king is not silent and the truth is not suppressed. The people will not be deceived by individuals like Kaylee and Jake. And to Kaylee, Einav, and to Jake Clarke, consider this your formal notification. I myself will not tolerate these kinds of breaches or the re-victimization of these children who deserve healing, not headlines. The law has ruled. The people are watching. But you need to remember, you are both breaking the law. And let me be fundamentally clear. As Kaylee Einav already knows, because she received a copy of the email that I sent to the courts in London, the Royal Courts of Justice that dealt with this case, that presided over it, because it was held in the Royal Courts of Justice in the Family Court Division. I have already informed the courts regarding Kaylee Einav and Jake. So, legally, the system is aware, and it will take its time, but justice will eventually be served. And I'm not afraid of Kaylee or Jake. In fact, to prove my point, they are free to come up. They are free to defend their name. This is not trial by media. This is proving a family court judgment to be right. The law is the law. I will now read this judgment so the people can understand what it truly means. So here is the judgment. And it reads as follows. Hearing dates 17th to the 20th of February, 3rd and the 6th and 10th and 12th of March 2015. Mrs. Justice Pauffley, RE, P and Q, Children Care Proceedings. It was a fact-finding hearing. The approved judgment. I direct that pursuant to the Civil Procedure Rules Part Direction 39A, paragraph 6.1, no official shorthand note may be taken of this judgment, and that copies of this version, as handed down, may be treated as authentic. This judgment was delivered in public. The judge has given leave for this version of this judgment to be published on the condition that, irrespective of what is contained in the judgment, in any published version of the judgment, the anonymity of the children is preserved. All persons, including representatives of the media, must ensure that this condition is strictly complied with. Failure to do so will be a contempt of court. So let me break that down. First fact is that the family court ruled in 2015 that the children were protected and guaranteed with a legal right of anonymity, and that right has not been revoked. It exists, indefinite. Kaylee and Jake have refused to acknowledge this. They have violated this right so many times. So this is the judgment. 1. This judgment is being given in public and without anonymization save as to the children's names. 2. The subject children have been named repeatedly on the internet. Their photographs and film clips in which they feature have been published and republished widely. Filmed police interviews of the children have been uploaded onto publicly accessible websites. So, 2. Intensely personal information relating to both children. As at 10th of March 2015, more than 4 million people worldwide had viewed online material relating to this case. It is inevitable that a large proportion of those have a sexual interest in children. Any rational adult who uploads film clips to YouTube featuring the children speaking about sexual activity must be assumed to realize that fact. I considered but ultimately rejected the suggestion that the children's names should appear within the judgment. My priority is to protect them from further harm of whatever kind. Those who have posted material identifying the children have done so with flagrant disregard for their welfare interests. I see no good reason for adding to the damage already done. Only those with prurient or unhealthy curiosity will take steps to identify the children. My faith in humanity indicates that the overwhelming majority of individuals will do nothing because they, like me, have no interest in inflicting further harm. In the period before the 13th of January 2015, there had been some relatively limited online publication of court and other relevant material. It had been my hope that, after discussion with the mother and her Mackenzie friend on the 13th of January, there would have been a withdrawal of material from the internet. Since about the 26th of January, the volume posted in a variety of formats on different sites has increased markedly, and the claims made against the father and the children's former head teacher, other teachers, professionals, and a very large number of parents at the children's former school have proliferated. Many of those individuals are now living in fear because they have been identified on the internet as abusers of children, and their contact details, including telephone numbers, home, and email addresses, have been published. Lives have been disrupted. Several of those implicated have received malicious, intimidating phone calls and emails all hours of the day and night from all over the world. For example, "Hey cock, we're coming for you, you scam pedo." It has been necessary for the police to protect worried parents and children at the gates of the school in Hampstead at the centre of the allegations. Prospective parents have wondered whether to withdraw their children from the allocated places. Existing parents have uniformly been supportive of the school and every member of the teaching staff. All the signs that those responsible for posting material derive a great deal of personal satisfaction from attracting interest to their spiteful work from many thousands of people. It's akin to the sensation, I imagine, of a Facebook user receiving an indication that some posting or other has been liked. This necessarily lengthy judgment has one essential purpose. It is to provide definitive conclusions upon a quantity of evidence at the end of a thorough-going hearing. I have surveyed the relevant history as well as all the significant developments in a wide-ranging police and social services investigation. Everything of importance on all sides of the dispute has been considered so as to enable me to arrive at the authoritative findings. There are care proceedings brought by the London Borough of Barnet relating to two children, P and Q, who are 9 and 8 years old respectively at the time of this judgment. Their parents are Ella Draper and Ricky Dearman. In September 2014, lurid allegations of the most serious kind were drawn to the attention of the Metropolitan Police. In a variety of ways, it was suggested that P and Q were part of a large group of children from North London who had been sexually abused and made to abuse one another, and that they had belonged to a satanic cult in which there was significant paedophile activity. Specifically, it was said that babies were supplied from all over the world. They were bought, injected with drugs, and then sent by TNT or DHL to London. The assertions were that the babies had been abused, tortured, and then sacrificed. Their throats were slit, blood was drunk, and cult members would then dance wearing babies' skulls. sometimes with blood and hair still attached on their bodies. All the cult members wore shoes made of baby skin produced by the owner of a specified shoe repair shop. Children, it was alleged, would be very badly abused by adult members of the cult using plastic artifacts. Christchurch Primary School in Hampstead was said to be where the main action occurred, but at least 7 other local schools were named. East Finchley swimming pool was identified as one of the other meeting venues for the paedophile ring. Rituals were performed, so as it was claimed, in an upstairs room at the McDonald's restaurant where the boss allowed children sacrifice because he was a member of the cult. Human babies were prepared, cooked in the ovens with a secret kitchen, and then eaten by cult members. It was alleged that the children's father, Ricky Dearman, was the leader of the cult, and that the others included the children's head teacher, Miss Fordyke, another teacher, Mr. Hollins, and the priest at the adjacent church, a large number of named parents of other children, social workers, Kafkas workers, and police officers. And it was said that in all, more than 100 people were involved in, quote, doing sex to the children. I am able to state with complete conviction that none of the allegations are true. I am entirely certain that everything Miss Draper and her partner Abraham Christie and the children said about those matters was fabricated. The claims are baseless. Those who have sought to perpetrate them are evil and or foolish. All the indications are that over a period of some weeks last summer, P&Q were forced by Mr. Christie and Miss Draper, working in partnership, to provide concocted amounts of horrific events. The stories came about as the result of relentless emotional and psychological pressure, as well as significant physical abuse. Torture is a strong word, but it is the most accurate way to describe what was done to the children by Mr. Christie in collaboration with Miss Draper. The children were made to take part in filmed mobile phone recordings in which they relayed a series of fabricated satanic practices. Subsequently, at the instigation of Abraham Christie and Ella Draper, the children repeated their false stories to Jean Clement Yahuru, Mr. Christie's brother-in-law, in late-night discussions. It lasted through about 3 hours. Mr. Christie and Miss Draper did most of the talking. P&Q were ABE, achieving best evidence, interviewed on the 5th, 11th, and 17th of September 2014. On the first of the 2 occasions, they supplied information about events they claimed had occurred, similar in their overall content to the mobile phone, video clips, and audio recording. On the 17th of September, in ABE interview, both children withdrew their allegations. Each stated that they had been made to say things by Abraham Christie, the mother's partner, which were not true. And they gave very full details in the way in which he had secured their compliance. Miss Draper and Mr. Christie have not participated by being present in court. I am sure as I can be that their absence has been deliberate. They have chosen to remain away, but the internet campaign has continued. Countless online articles have been posted in which the truth of the satanic abuse claims is asserted repeatedly. Notwithstanding injunctions and restraining Miss Draper and Sabine McNeil, one of her supporters, from publishing information from the proceedings on the internet or elsewhere, such material continues to be uploaded. Efforts to persuade internet servers to remove material have been of only limited value. As soon as information is removed by one provider, it emerges elsewhere. The hearing has been lengthy. I listened to evidence from 16 witnesses. I read thousands of pages of written material and watched 6 ABE interviews. I viewed a dozen or so short film clips of the children being questioned by Miss Draper and Mr. Christie and listened to the very lengthy audio recording. The forensic inquiry has been full and thorough. It has made little difference that Miss Draper has been absent. I have been actively assisted in my investigative role by Miss Markham, counsel for the local authority, and Mr. Agueros, who represents the Guardian. Each has asked questions designed to explore those matters which, in all probability, the mother would have raised. Close attention has been given to all the claims she'd made in her written material, so as to ensure her case was put to all relevant witnesses. Essential background. Ms. Draper has an older child, R, now almost an adult, who is not related to Mr. Dearman. His father is Mr. Draper. R has lived with his father full-time since the summer of 2010. The parents of P and Q met in 2003. Their relationship had disintegrated by 2006 when the father went to live in an adjacent street. There were occasional referrals to the police where domestic violence was alleged. Ms. Draper initiated private law proceedings in 2008. Over the course of the next 6 years, there was never a time when their children's contact with their father proceeded smoothly. Countless returns to court achieved very little. If there was an attempt to achieve judicial continuity, it failed miserably. Between November 2010 and August 2014, when the case was pending at First Avenue House, High Holborn, it drifted between no fewer than 7 different judges. None of the 9 hearings resulted in a considered judgment on the basis of oral evidence. The essential cause of the problems was never the subject of judicial determination. A non-molestation injunction order was made against the father in 2010. There was some involvement on the part of the London Borough Council of Camden. In December 2008, a court assessment was prepared. Between May 2010 and October 2013, therapeutic sessions occurred intermittently at the Tavistock Clinic. There was a period, notably between November 2011 and November 2012, when the children did not have contact with their father. There was intermittent concern about P's relationship with her mother, and also that both children were presenting as and complaining of being hungry at school. In May 2014, after a period of renowned involvement by the London Borough of Camden, Mr. Dearman had contact with the children for the first time since October 2013. In that same month, the mother met Abraham Christie. On the 4th of June 2014, there was a scene in a playground at Christchurch School when Mr. Christie was collecting P and Q at the end of the school day. He was loud and aggressive and accusing the teachers of poisoning the children by giving them the food supplied at the school. By the middle of June, according to Miss Draper, Mr. Christie was staying over at her home 2 or 3 nights each week. In August 2014, at a time when he was on holiday in France, Jean-Clement Yahuru received phone calls and messages from Mr. Christie in which he said he had information regarding the abuse of children. In evidence, Mr. Yahuru said that Abraham had not been coming forward with specific information, but was trying to give him justification. Abraham Christie had said that a church, a school in Hampstead, and a police station in Haringey were involved. Mr. Yahuru had asked whether Mr. Christie had evidence. He said yes, and that it was for July. In early August, the mother, Mr. Christie, and the children went abroad. They travelled to Gibraltar and then Morocco. They returned on the 4th of September. It seems entirely probable that the majority of the short film clips of the children speaking to the camera were made at the airport whilst awaiting their flight back to England. There are others which appear to have been made whilst Q was either getting ready for bed or had awoken from sleep. When Mr. Yahuru came back to England on the 3rd of September, he had told Mr. Christie over the phone that anyone can make an allegation, but he would need sufficient evidence for the police to take the case forward. Mr. Christie had replied, "I will bring you evidence." On the 4th of September 2014, in the late evening, Mr. Yahuru returned to his home after work to find Mr. Christie, P and Q present. They were subsequently joined by Mrs. Draper. With great presence of mind, Mr. Yahuru recorded the conversations between himself, Mr. Christie, and the children and the mother on his mobile phone. Because, according to Mr. Christie, Haringey police officers were implicated, Mr. Yahuru decided to report the matter to Scotland Yard. Subsequently, he was in touch by email with Detective Inspector Cannon, the senior investigating officer with the responsibility for overseeing the police inquiry. By then, Mr. Yahuru was, as he said in evidence, greatly concerned for the children's welfare. Mr. Yahuru described how he had suggested to D.I. Cannon that the children should be placed in a safe environment until the case had been sorted out. Mr. Yahuru said he had been unsettled by what he had heard and believed the children needed some medical or psychological assistance. On the 5th of September at about 3 p.m, Barnet police began what D.I. Cannon described as evidence in a wide-ranging investigation involving, as it seemed, threats to life. In all, 6 officers were deployed. That evening, DC Martin conducted ABE interviews with P and Q. Overnight, in response to the mother's perceived fear, a panic alarm was installed at the home. D.I. Cannon compiled his summary of events that evening and logged it into the system at 0044 on the 6th of September. On Monday, the 8th of September, the children were taken by the police on a drive around an area in an unsuccessful attempt to identify specific locations where abusive practices had occurred. On the 10th of September, D.S. Fernandez and D.C. Martin visited and inspected the interior of the church adjacent to Christ Church School. No notice had been given of their intended arrival. They had a good look around the vestry, including within the drawers where the priest's vestments were stored, searching for material to assist in their inquiries. They found nothing of interest to the inquiry. That same day, P and Q underwent further ABE interviews led by D.C. Martin. D.S. Fernandez interviewed the mother. He described in evidence of how Miss Draper had told him in great detail about the abuse there had been. No tears at all. There was, he said, a distinct lack of emotion. It was just like she had learned this. It was quite strange. On the 11th of September, P and Q were made the subjects of a police protection order. On the 12th of September, both children were examined by Dr. Hodes, a consultant community paediatrician at both the Royal Free Hospital and University College London Hospital. On the 16th of September, Dr. Hodes performed a second examination of both children. On the 17th of September, there were further ABE interviews. In the initial stages of the proceedings, Miss Draper has had the advantage of representation by experienced solicitors and counsel. On the 10th of December 2014 at court, she dispensed with her legal team. My first involvement with the case was on the 13th of January 2015. Dates were secured for this hearing as follows: 17th to the 20th of February, 3rd, 6th, 10th and 12th of March. On the 13th of January, the indications from Miss Draper were that once again she would avail herself of legal representation. Until the 26th of January 2015, the mother appeared as a litigant in person, assisted by Mackenzie friends. On the 9th of February, my clerk notified the parties by email that there would be a hearing on the following day. Ms. Draper failed to attend court on the 10th of February when mandatory and prohibitory injunctions were made against her. Ms. Draper has not filed further evidence nor any schedule of the detailed findings sought as directed by my order of the 20th of January. Arrangements had been made for her to attend at the offices of the local authority to collect the final bundle and practice direction documents. Ms. Draper did not attend, although her email communication had suggested she would. The oral evidence began on the 17th of February at 08:51 that day. My clerk received an email from Miss Draper in which she asked permission for her Mackenzie friend, Belinda Mackenzie, to represent her and her parents' interests in court. Miss Draper stated that she had been prevented from being present in the court and that Miss Mackenzie had her formal instruction to convey her position. Mrs. Mackenzie reiterated that the request at the beginning of the hearing, but as I explained to Miss Mackenzie, in circumstances where the mother herself was absent, the practice guidance relating to Mackenzie friends explicitly prohibits such an individual from acting as a litigant's agent or from conducting the litigation on her behalf. In Miss Draper's absence, it seemed to me that there was no proper role for Miss Mackenzie. In response to my inquiry, it was established that Miss Mackenzie remained in contact with Miss Draper. She assured me that she would pass on a message urging the mother to participate by coming to the court and informing her that the hearing would continue in her absence. Outside court on the 17th of February, Miss Mackenzie apparently indicated to the local authorities' legal team that Miss Draper was in the process of instructing a lawyer. However, at no stage has there been any contact with anyone purporting to act on behalf of Miss Draper. The mother has remained absent from the court. Her partner, Abraham Christie, was outside the front entrance of the building on the 17th of February as part of the group campaigning for the return of the whistleblower kids to their Russian family. A witness summons was issued requiring his attendance to answer questions on Friday, the 20th of February. Attempts to serve that summons were unsuccessful. Excuse me. Early attempts at securing Mr. Christie's participation in the proceedings because of the likelihood that the local authority would seek findings against him were wholly unsuccessful. A series of communications from the local authority's solicitor went unanswered. It may be that the mother would contend that she was prevented from attending this hearing as a result of the police action on the evening of the 12th of February. DS Paul Spear from Colindale Police Station described in evidence what happened firstly on the morning of the 10th of February when he spoke with Miss Draper over the telephone to discuss the material on the internet. Miss Draper told DS Spear that it was nothing to do with her. She did not wish to speak to him and did not trust the police. On the 12th of February, police officers attended Miss Draper's address. Her car was on the driveway. A gentleman spoke with the police as though the letterbox. Sorry, guys. A little bit tired. A gentleman spoke with the police through the letterbox and indicated he was the mother's lawyer. The police explained that they were there to discuss possible offences committed under Section 4 of the Harassment Act 1997. They were denied entry to the property. Whilst the police were waiting for the means to secure a forced entry, 3 people climbed out of a first-floor window, ran along the roofline of 3 or 4 houses, and climbed down onto some nearby garages where they disappeared from sight. The mother has not been seen by anyone in authority since the 12th of February. There are rumours that she has fled abroad. Her mother, Mrs. Gareeva, told me that she had several phone conversations with her daughter. The last occasion was the day before the grandparents came to give evidence on the 4th of March. Miss Draper had not said where she was and had not mentioned to the court hearing. That this speaks volumes. This does speak volumes. On the 4th, Mrs. Draper has not said where she was and had not mentioned to the court hearing. Mrs. Gareeva said she had tried to persuade her daughter to come back. In response, Miss Draper had said she was afraid she would be arrested and she would not be able to, quote, fight for the children. Mrs. Gareeva also said that Mr. Christie, who they had seen as recently as the 17th of February, had said that they, the grandparents, should not know where their daughter was. So I'm just going to pause there. I'm up paragraph 55 now. There is 55. There is still 100 paragraphs left to read. So just up to there, where we're at paragraph 55. There's quite a lot of damning information there. Okay, so let me just switch to another screen so I can pull this up and let me have a look at the comments. Okay, so what are people's thoughts so far? Okay, so let's break this down. So what we've seen quite clearly is Mrs. Draper did not turn up to the court hearing. Okay, she has left. They hid inside the house. They climbed out of a window. 3 of them did run out of the back window while somebody was downstairs obstructing the officers. That's what I can see, and that's clearly, understandable from this, and it speaks in great depth. So let me just. Oh God, yeah. I do apologise for yawning. Right, so let me have a look at these comments. Okay, so hi Babs, good to see someone calling out these 2 fraudsters out. Yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. Hiya, Teddy. Love you. James, you're going on the wall and you're fucked there. Hey, I was already on the wall to begin with. She stuck my name on there as king. What? You know. Let's have a look. King James is getting a special commission. Well, I fucking hope so. Okay, so right, so here come the glorious Einav and Clarke's revolution. King James is getting 4 walls up to himself. Oh well, I can't really laugh at that, but it's just so tired tonight. That's just crackhead mentality, you know. Exactly. That's a good comment that even after all this evidence, they say every authority is lying and involved with this kind of activity when it's not. You know, it is. It's all they have. So I see Jake Clarke has put a comment. So let's see. He says, Teddy for England. This Judge Pauffley judgment is the evidence of a proven corrupt. This is the point, Mrs. Nothing is true. Everything admitted. Constantly. Right, Jake. Right. I'm not having you saying that. Leave my moon alone, all right? That's my special moon. I will not have you fucking pissing on her fucking cornflakes, mate. I'll slap you with a tea bag and then call it a cup of tea. All right? All right, pumpkin. Now, let's see. Kaylee goes, see, you ain't got it. Listen, no court in this land is going to entertain you for a start. Your credibility is out the fucking window. All right? Let me say that to you. Okay, Kaylee. The public will see and make judgment on you, Sean. Oh, the public will see. What do you want? Do you want to see me? Do you want to see me? Okay. You want to see me? All right. You're obsessed. Okay. All right. Where's my camera? I'm gonna put my camera on. All right. Okay. So where's my? I'll pop this over to the other screen. Okay. And let me switch to the front camera. Okay. So there we go. Right. Right. That's sideways. Let me assign that to the right way. Then that's the right way. Is that the right way? Or is that upside down? There we go. Right. Kaylee. Okay, let me move that. Actually, I'll take that off. I'll put that at the top. So if I move that up there. Right. There we go. Okay. Right. So, Kaylee, let me address you directly. All right. All right, pumpkin. Let me say this fundamentally. You, Kaylee Einav, have broken the law so many times with this case, right? You are a nutter. You belong in a prison cell. You are a Schedule 1 offender, basically. This judgment says it. And so do you, Jake. You are crazy. Both of you. There's something wrong with you. All right? You can say what you want about me, but I don't have family court judgment implicating you. You know, Kaylee, we're not the ones uploading pictures of somebody else's kid on the internet. You were uploading other people's children that you don't have a legal right to upload, for a start. You keep re-uploading interview footage that you don't have a legal right to possess, let alone upload. Are you okay? Do you need a fucking doctor? You clearly need a doctor. You need your cranium rearranged. I'm the fucking king, but fuck you now. What's wrong with you? You want to have a debate? Come up on the panel. We'll talk. Right, but you ain't got no credibility. Okay, pumpkin. All right. Now, fuck you. Have a nice day. Anyway, let's get back to where we are. So, let's put this on the screen. All right. Oh, I'm dead. Last time I checked, Are you going to keep saying I'm dead? Kaylee, how are you going to get anywhere in a courtroom if you're turning around and keep saying, oh, you're dead, because what? Because you're being called out publicly. Because you're being addressed to the nation. You wanted fame. You got it. I'm making you famous. Okay, all right. Have a nice day. Don't forget to hand yourself in. All right. Something wrong with this girl. Really, something wrong with you? Alright. What's wrong with you? Exactly. Right. Kaylee. Yeah, you would never see me in court, Kaylee. Who's that one? I've got 11 viewers. I'm okay. What's this? You're not going to silence me or Jake. Sean. Sean? Sean? Who's Sean? That sounds like Owen. Owen? 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 Who the fuck is that? Exactly, Teddy. Truth wins every time. Every fucking time. You know, freedom, truth, they kind of go hand in hand. So let me put this, let me present this, right, so we can see it on the screen, all right? So share screen, High Court judgment, because obviously this is a High Court judgment. It's not like just the basic family court. It is the fucking High Court judgment, you know. So there we go. So we can see that on the screen. So while that's on the screen, okay, let me go through these comments. So what's this one? You're not going to silence me or Jake. She says dead. Dead. Make a note of the dead. Well, it's technically not a death threat. She just keeps saying dead. All right. Then she goes, yes, you are already dead. Thick dead nonsense. I think you're talking about yourself there, Kaylee. Caught where we are apparently dead at sea. Well, technically. There is something to that, all right? There is something to that, but it's not relevant to this. You know what? I feel fear, Tom. I feel fear. You know, I understand what you must have gone through, the trauma, the experiences. That's this. Not threats. Already dead. I'm alive and not. Okay. All right. So that's what she says. Okay. Let me go back up. Let me scroll back up this judgment. So where does it say? It says it at the very start of the judgment. Okay. So it says it there. Kaylee, your comment is untrue. Because in paragraph 3 of this judgment is that is what you do. You are one of those large proportion of people that have the sexual interest in children by uploading the film clips of YouTube to YouTube or Rumble featuring the children speaking about the activity, and you must be assumed to realize that fact. And what that legally means is you are that person. You are what you're claiming you're not, because the judgment says it. This is facts. And Kaylee, you're more than welcome to come on. But the law is the law. The judgment is the judgment. This is what it says. You know, and I will keep taking your content down as much as possible. I enjoy taking your content down because it is justice, and that is how it must be done. All I have to do is send them a copy of this judgment and your content is taken down like that. All right? And let's face it, Rumble let Russell Brand run free, and he's just been charged with, multiple counts of sexual assault on women. So, Kaylee, you not really got really much credibility if you're on Rumble. It's kind of ironic that, isn't it? All the questionable people are running to Rumble. Concerning. Hello, Empress. Oh, let me make sure Empress has got a spanner. I just noticed that. Sorry, Empress. How do I? All right, I need to do that from the YouTube, don't I? Let me get my phone. I'll do it from my phone. It'll be a lot easier. Oh wow, got 14 viewers. Well done. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate it. It's justice. It has to be done. Whether Kaylee likes it or not. And she doesn't like it. It has to be done. Right. There's moderator. Here we go. Standard moderator. There you go. You got a spanner. Just making sure you don't get fucking muted or anything. Alright, what's that? Alright, hang on. Kaylee has made a comment there. Wow, multiple comments. Kaylee's saying it's a parody account. So Kaylee's saying, right, that I didn't see these comments because they didn't show up on me on my side panel, right, because they're filtered. So Kaylee is saying a parody account. Okay, so Kaylee is saying that her account on Rumble is a parody account. That's hilarious. She keeps going, fucked. You're fucking fucked. You're dead. You're dead. She goes, you're talking to a fucking parody, you freak. Yes, you are already dead. Okay. Let's see, what else has she said? Tom doesn't have an E on Clarke, and I don't have a Y after the A. Oh, listen, you might not have a Y after the A. I don't really give a shit about how your name is spent. Let's have a look. But you need I'm not gonna let's have a look. You are not justice. One of those real men. What's this? Real men destroy paedophile protectors like you. Oh, apparently. Oh. Oh, she seems pretty triggered by the Tom Clarke user account. I don't know who that is, but you know. Exactly, Teddy. Nobody has anything to prove to anyone. But, you know, Kaylee, you gave your children bleach. You made them drink a cleaning agent. That is, you know, I mean, this is bizarre, right? So, you know, Kaylee makes her children drink bleach and, you know, has them taken off her, forced to give them up, whatever. And then she then gets obsessed with Hampstead, then starts to exchange images with Jake, where Jake is sending Kaylee all these photographs and videos of the children. And Jake claims himself, calls himself a self-proclaimed child protection worker with no qualifications, no DBS checks, no legal, credible career. To me, that screams. That screams predator. You know, that's not right. That's not normal. That's really not normal. You know. And Kaylee, why are you running away? Don't run away now. If you run away now, then you're guilty. You know, the link is there. You're free to come and defend yourself against this judgment. You're free to challenge me. And so's your boyfriend. It's my platform. So let's discuss it. Let's discuss where this is wrong. Because it doesn't appear to be wrong. It appears to be correct. I mean, Kaylee, I infiltrated the Hampstead fucking ring. I found out everything way before this was going to come out. So, and that really scared your boyfriend, Jake. Welcome, Tom. Oh, Tam. Fucking hell, I can't read. Sorry, Tam. I called you Tom. I do apologise. I misnamed you. Please forgive me. Dank says, it comes to something when the HRH Mank has more discernment than the Meg. I mean, was that supposed to be a comment? Was that a compliment? Was that a bloody compliment? I didn't. Wow, that surprised me. Come on, Kayley, Jake. You guys clearly come and challenge me when I'm on other people's platforms. I've got a whole stream dedicated to the both of you. Why are you hiding? You come and challenge me. So where are you now? I think they're scared. They're scared of taking me on 2v1. I'm sat here waiting. Maxim 9 of Einav law. This is what she quotes. She's a free man of the land. She's a freetard. I mean, she doesn't understand constitutional law. That's for a fucking fact. I mean, she just wants to, we don't abide by legislation and rules and laws. They don't exist. Only the common law exists. Well, what's that she posts on her videos? Rule number 1, do no harm. Hey, Simbad, Teddy's got a spanner and she's free to use it at any time. So do the other mods. So please be a bit nicer to Teddy. Otherwise, she's more than welcome to delete your comment. Exactly, concerned troll. Kaylee has no argument when confronted the truth. Or Jake. They're nowhere to be seen. Where are they? They have the opportunity to come forward. It's Sunday evening. I've got nothing else to do. This is a Monday to me. So come on, Kaylee. I've got all fucking night. I mean, well, I do have all night, but I'd rather be playing Star Wars. I mean, Kaylee, you made a point of spamming out my comments while I was playing Star Wars. So, I said to you, give me an hour and I'll make a stream dedicated to you and Jake. And here I am. But where are you? Right now, Tammy, listen, don't you tell me about not speaking Scottish, all right? I'm a Scottish mank, right? Scottish Mancunian bastard. That's it. There's more Scottish and Irish in me than there is Mancunian. I'm only a first generation mank. The rest of my fucking family is Scottish and Irish, mate. No offence. But I wouldn't want to be proud of being mank. Fuck no. I just bought at the hospital, alright? Simple. Come on, Kaylee. I told you, Simbad. I told you. You'd get timed out by Teddy. That's what she's got a spanner for. You insult the mods, you get fucking booted. Listen, fucking Moon is one of the most gorgeous women I've ever fucking seen on these fucking channels. Alright, leave her alone. Don't be picking on her. She will kick your ass. Well said, Teddy. Well said. And Dunk says, seems Einav has left the battlefield first. Well, you know, she wanted a war. She wanted a fight. She wanted to call me out. Dunk says, your parents were not Scottish. No, but my great-grandparents were. My nana was Irish. My granddad, he was Liverpool and Irish. But his granddad was full-blown Irish. But my nana's granddad and grandma, they were Scottish. And so was my granddad's, my great-granddad's wife. She was Scottish. Anyway, it's not about me. I'm not talking about myself. We're talking about Kaylee and Jake. The Hampstead Hoaxers. Concerned troll for free speech says she wasn't even on the battlefield. She was stood on the perimeter, shitting her pants and left. Aye. She was sitting on the fence, riding it like a fucking donkey. The only thing is, she was riding it the wrong way. She had a face up the donkey's ass. The poor donkey ended up filing charges. I feel sorry for the donkey. Imagine being any kind of animal and having to have Kaylee riding on your back. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. The one, the only. It's the Hampstead fucking pedo, Jake Clarke. Hello, Jake.
Sean, if you knew what you were doing here, you wouldn't be doing it.
I'm executing the law. What's your problem?
No, you are shitting on the law. You are shitting on children's rights and safety.
Really?
Yes, you are a
Really?
mental.
What does it say in that? What does it say there? Read it out.
This is a fraud judgment proven to be a cover-up, Sean.
Really? Where's your evidence?
We're coming for you, Sean. Just shut the fuck up. Honestly, you're making me feel ill over here. It's disgusting what you're doing.
I hope you do feel ill.
You're going to pay. You are doing this by your own will.
I hope you end up gagging in your own mouth.
You may be mentally ill. There will be circumstances to consider whatever you have been through. But there's this Jake and Kaylee. Kaylee did this up a donkey's ass.
Yeah, it's a vape. Are you okay? Do you need a doctor? I can refer you to some mental health people. I can signpost you.
The things that are about you on the internet, why do you not care for your respect? Why do you not care?
This isn't about me. This is about you and Kaylee. This is your show. It's dedicated to you two. You know, your girlfriend came spamming out my fucking stream while I'm playing Star Wars. She made a point.
You're being racist. You're being racist to Scottish people now as well. What, you taking the piss out of their accent? Why are you doing their accent?
Listen, mate, I'll get my kilt and fucking wrap it around your fucking head and watch you fucking get teabagged.
Why are you doing this, Sean?
I can do this myself, mate. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Why?
Why? Because I can. Because I am. Because I'm me.
Exactly.
And I'm Scottish.
The internet, the law on the internet is closing in on you, and you can do this for a bit longer. And
really? Okay, so what crime am I committing?
Valerie can believe that nothing is true and everything is permitted, but it's not.
Are you so stupid? Do you know what? Do you know where that comes from?
Temporary blip in time, Mr.
Do you know where that? Do you know where that phrase "nothing is true and everything is permitted" comes from?
So, what, you're going to take in a Scottish voice again to take the piss?
Well, I'm going to tell you exactly where it comes from. Have you ever played Assassin's Creed?
I unfortunately have.
Yeah, so if you have played Assassin's Creed, you would know that it's a saying spoken by Ibn al-Atiyah. Ulterior's mentor.
Just because I played it doesn't mean I would know that.
Well, you would if you played it. That's a part of procedural memory. If you played something, you'll remember it.
Bored very quickly. It's a very tedious game. It's very damaged people. I think these sorts of it's a very dangerous thing. What games have done to people? It's got really out of hand through commercialism and Satanism.
Oh right, so the same Satanism that you keep spouting,
brainwashing
rhetoric, yeah.
Pardon?
So you say it's the same rhetoric and stuff that you spout, about Satanism.
Sorry, no, it's game. We're talking about gaming now. Gaming is like it's inverted. It's distraction from nature, from reality, and it creates sadly a very
if there are people like you and Kaylee in our reality, I don't have to keep my head in the fucking game. Quite frankly.
But would you do what in a game?
Well, if you and Kaylee exist in this world, I don't have to keep my fucking head in a game. Yeah, Jake, I've got a question. Are you an Islamophobe? Because it's kind of like an Islamist saying that nothing is true and everything is permitted. It's based on heritage and historical context and stuff like that. Because Assassin's Creed is made by a team of multicultural faiths and beliefs.
Well,
you clearly ain't educated.
I'll have to research this because it's difficult to take anything you say as true, Sean. This is the problem. Credibility.
Well, nothing is true, then everything is permitted.
I don't know how insulting you've been tonight. I literally have not been able to listen to much. It's just been so vile and degenerate.
Really? All I've done is read out the judgment.
No, you haven't. You read out the comments in the chat and you've interacted and.
Well, yeah, it's my show.
You've slandered us, and you've slandered, and you've libelled yourself by reading this out. Why was the Independent Police Complaints Commission?
How could I libel myself?
Since Sean, this is an invalid judgment. There has been 2 police upheld judgments since this.
Okay, so provide the links for these judgments, and I'll put them on the screen.
Yeah, well, I've got the documents. I don't know where they keep getting wiped from different places online.
They keep getting wiped. That's convenient. This judgment has not been wiped. This is from the judiciary. It's actually on the
judicial site because that's where the corruption is based.
So you're saying the judiciary is corrupted now? Yeah.
Exactly, sure.
Where's your evidence? It is my judiciary, after all.
It is your judiciary.
Yeah. I'm the king.
Yeah, so the evidence is very available if people actually are willing to listen to it and not just be a narcissist control freak that wants a certain particular answer and them to do anything immoral and totally obscene to get that result.
So where's your argument? Because I don't hear an argument.
So would you let me show you a document on screen?
No, you can tell me. You can speak it. You've got a voice. Use it.
Okay. Let me just read it.
And where's it from?
The foster carer, after the supposed retractions, they were then relaying.
Right. So it's not an official. It's not a judgment.
Yeah,
the judgment takes precedence.
It's an official document. It's an official medical report.
I said, well, you can't be discussing medical
reports. The judgment was a cover-up. The police failed to do a proper investigation. They intentionally covered it up and misled the court.
And where's your evidence?
The evidence is you have to actually.
Where's the legal judgment?
You have to actually want to see it, like the police reports. You could find them online. So you could find them. I've got them all. I've downloaded them all. You should have downloaded them years ago and done all this, Sean. You've been a narcissist control freak.
Like you downloaded pictures of the children. Like you downloaded pictures of the children.
No, either you've been paid to do this, but I do believe you are just
Kayley released. You know when Kaylee did her stream, your name popped down on the screen, and you told Kaylee that Ella Draper had been messaging you.
Sorry, what are you asking?
Are you in contact with Ella Draper?
Why do you ask like this now, when a minute ago you were talking Scottish?
All right then, you wee jobby cunt. Have you been talking to Ella Draper?
I'm gonna fuck you up, mate.
You're gonna do what now?
I'm gonna fuck you up.
How you gonna fuck me up? I'm not gay.
Right, so you probably heard that too often from local Manchester area people. Yeah. So I don't know what you clearly caused a lot of people a lot of trouble over the years. And
Jake,
this
have
is
you
cherry
ever
on
been
top.
sectioned?
This is the cherry on top. You
Jake,
silly
have you
boy.
ever been sectioned under the Mental Health Act?
Have I? I think you might already know the answer to that.
Well, no, I'm asking you a straightforward question. Do not mock me.
No,
You're here
I
at
think
my
you already know.
grace. You're here at my grace, at my presence, at my.
Unfortunately, yes. Part of the cover up, there was an initial fraud on my mental health.
Okay,
to try and cover this up.
so this
And
judgment
they
was
failed.
issued.
Then they took me to court and got me silenced, or took me as a community order for 5 years because the section.
Okay, so you was locked up for 5 years.
No. So here is the testimony from the foster carer. Elisa said when she goes to the church, Daddy and Mr. Hollins are there, and Mr. Hollins told her, "Come here and pull your
No,
knickers
no, no,
down
no. Be quiet a
and
minute.
bend over and put cream on her bottom." And gives her a
You
long
don't be
chewy
discussing
sweet
stuff like that.
called a refresher.
That's
It's
graphic.
really nice.
There's no
And
need to
Mr.
be
Hollins
graphic.
says, "Suck the sweet and chew it. If it hurts, bite hard on the chewy sweet."
Right, you're not going to be saying stuff like that and reading from no medical fucking reports. That's a breach. That's against the law. All right. Respect the fucking
No,
law.
it's not. Where did I get to?
Respect the law. Do you not understand what the Data Protection Act is?
Refresher sweet. Did you get to the refresher sweet and how it would taste really nice?
That is
When you
disgusting.
chew down on it, it won't be as painful.
Next stage. Well, and think
So there
about
was
what
a
you're
lot
trying
of
to do.
evidence that was omitted.
In the law.
A lot of evidence,
So,
Sean. That was
so your girlfriend
lots
is
of
there, so I'm
evidence
going to
that
put
was
your
hidden
girlfriend
from the
up for a
court.
minute. So, right. So, what do you want? You're in it, Kaylee. You can unmute yourself. I'll put your boyfriend in the back.
No, I'm not here to interrupt Jake, and I'm not here to engage with your bullshit. Just put the link.
Well, you've come up here, so
put the link to post and a picture I've done of you in the back. You might want to have a look. You really fucked yourself up, mate. I'm not here to play your stupid games. You crack on. I wasn't here to interrupt Jake. I love you, sweetheart, but yeah, you're fucked. Sean has to be fucked. Duncan.
Listen, I'm not fucked. You're the one.
You're a paedophile.
You're the one posting images of children you don't have the legal right to.
Son of a bitch. You want to pray somebody else gets to you before I do, cunt.
Why? What are you going to do to me? What are you going to do? See, you're just mentally unstable. Now, you see, that's the woman you're having a relationship with. A mentally unstable woman.
No, it is called anger because you are being disgusting, Sean. You are very unwell.
Right,
I wish you all the best.
Lol.
I wish you all the best, but this is you're being a criminal, whether you know it or not.
I'm taking two of you on at
acting
once.
criminally.
I'm taking two of you
My
on at
goodness,
once.
you are basically working for the equivalent of Jimmy Savile.
I serve
These
the justice.
people rape and murder babies. They force children to rape babies before killing them. Do you get it?
Do I get? Wait, you're saying people are and murder babies, but where's the legal judgments on this?
You're a sick boy, a sick man. You need help, Sean.
What says you?
I know it's not simple. I know it's not just this that you've got wrong. You've got a lot of shit wrong.
I'm pretty
Sean.
sure
you can still make it better for yourself. You need to seek psychological help. Seriously, you've got so much issues that you need to just stop. People need, and it's the people that are encouraging it in the chat.
Kaylee's head out my ass.
Babs and Valerie talking to you like you're a normal, like you're level-headed, like rational. I mean, having Becca talking to you in her chat earlier, like what? Who do they think they are? What are they doing with your life? Why are they playing you like this? Like, what are they just totally deranged? Or are they more involved? You know who we don't know who's involved where.
Do you know what it is when you're so desperate? When somebody's so desperate to believe that children have been abused when they haven't, is somebody who has an unhealthy interest in abuse. Do you understand that?
Would you, if
You
you put
understand the
yourself in a position,
psychological markers that you're
yourself in
displaying
a
right now?
position of a paedophile, would you not think they would say
Why?
that as
Why?
well
Why
to try
would
and
I put myself?
deflect, to try
Why
and
would I put myself in
try
that
and project
position?
and deflect?
That statement that you've just made speaks volumes about yourself. Quote Jake Clarke, put yourself in a paedophile's position.
Yeah,
That
like
is
this is what they've been
incriminating.
doing to
That
you,
is
Sean.
an
If you aren't,
incriminating
if you are not exactly one of these, there is so many around you
If you're
and that
not
have been
exactly one
grooming
of
this
these, that
sector of
makes it even
YouTube for
worse.
so long.
You're not really doing yourself any favors by saying stuff like that. That's really incriminating.
No, Sean, I'm trying to help you, but you're just being stubborn.
I think you're getting off on this kind of activity. I think you enjoy it.
What? Sorry, explain.
I think you enjoy what you're saying. You're gratifying it.
What, telling you off? Giving
No,
you
you're
a good telling
gratifying.
off.
You're engrossed. You're so far engrossed in this case and what you believe to be true, even though it's not true.
But I've just
But
given you
you
the
want it
evidence
to be
which you
true.
haven't refuted,
You
which
want it to be
Leon
true.
Millward has done as
You
well.
want
He has
it.
run with this, and
You
these people,
want
they're
it to be
going to
true so
suffer
much. You want it to be that them children were abused in this way, so that you
It
can
is
say,
evidence.
"I'm
I've
right."
given you the evidence. I just read it out, didn't I?
That
And
is not valid evidence unless it has been correctly assessed by judicial process. It has to be assessed by judicial process, and if you haven't been able to do that,
It
then it's a
has
moot point.
been covered up by the
You can't
paedophile
say
ring.
that without
So why
the
did Jimmy
claim,
Savile never get caught then in
unless
this
you have the legal
Why
proof.
did Jimmy Savile never get caught?
Jimmy Savile is a completely separate
It
thing.
wasn't
Jimmy Savile
a
was the
separate case, is
BBC.
it? King
That's
Charles.
completely different.
King Charles's friend.
We all know that about King Charles, but that's irrelevant about
So
this.
shut the fuck
It
up
has no
and
bearing on
rip.
this.
And to anyone in the chat that is
It
still
has no
supporting any
bearing.
silencing of Hampstead, you have got it on your conscience that you've got no
The
excuse.
children
You have
recanted
heard
their
what the children have said,
allegations.
and if you haven't listened to them enough,
And I'm not
if
being
you
funny.
do not take what I've just read out, you have to listen to them for yourself.
This is
And
my
if
show.
you haven't
You
looked
don't
at
get
what
to control the
how the
narrative.
cover up occurred,
So I'm going to mute you for a
right,
minute. So I'm going to mute Jake for a minute while I speak. Right. So Jake, you have this viewpoint where you want these children to have been abused. That's what it's
mean, Sean. What does it mean? Please explain it.
You want them to have been abused. You want them to have been experiencing this, so you can justify what you're saying.
Go on then. Why would that make sense? Let's look at the logical process.
The logical process is
be
due
ritually
process.
murdered and abused. For
And
the
where
sake
are they?
of
Where's the so-called
my
evidence?
well-being?
Where's the bodies? Where's the tools? Where's everything that was supposedly used? Where's all the evidence of this
in
these
the cover-up,
environments? There isn't.
it's explained you just have to care enough and not be a narcissist, selfish cunt, and not listen to anybody about the evidence and actually want to look for it and spend your own time rather than just spend gaming and plotting against other people.
What first-hand evidence do you have? First-hand evidence, i.e., was you there?
Do you actually care? You actually? I've just reading you some. There is more in that document. There is multiple other documents.
I've got a bigger question actually. It's burning at the back of back of my head. What legal relevance does it have to you? What's your interest in this case?
Legal relevance? Why? You're just being a snidey cunt.
What is your legal
sneaky pedophile protecting vile Satan?
What is your judicial aspect or avenue of interest?
I pray for you. I pray for you. Seriously, I don't pray. I'm not religious, but I send you love and just
listen.
Praying.
A non-religious person can't pray.
No, I am a prayer, but not in a religious way.
Jesus is my
no,
cousin.
Seriously, Sean. Like, get really the fuck out. I'm not going to stress myself anymore over you because, like, you know, there's. As much as I care about every individual.
By Ella. So are you saying that Ella didn't abuse her children?
I'm saying absolutely 100% Ella did not.
Well, that's not true because Ella did abuse her children.
No, you are a sneaky fucking liar.
Ella tortured her children.
Horrible liar, Sean. And you will pay for your
let me break this down to you. When two people are doing most of the talking in videos and that the children ain't really saying anything and they're being cued to say things, that's a fabrication of evidence. That's falsified influence.
Okay, what even? You're fucking
And,
pathetic.
and most importantly, number one, you're not a police officer. Number two, you're not a child
What,
protection
so
officer.
just because
Number
they
three,
did,
you're
you're
not
saying they
legally
didn't
qualified.
speak,
Number
just
four, you're
because
not a member of
they
the
didn't
judiciary.
speak to them,
Number
your
five, you're not
standards
a
or
pediatrician.
legal
Number
standards,
number six,
you're going to
you're not a
invalidate.
social worker. Number
You're
seven,
trying to
you
invalidate
don't have
their
any legal
testimony.
accreditation.
You're
Number
going
eight, you
to,
don't have
they
any
do not
social
deserve
care
to be heard
accreditation.
because the interview
Number
wasn't good enough.
nine,
Just
you don't
pretend.
have any enhanced.
Sean,
You don't
is
have
it
any
they don't
DBS
deserve to
checks.
be heard because
Let me
the
answer
interview's weren't
me
good
this
enough for you.
question. Answer me this question. Do you have an enhanced disclosure and
like a
service
cunt like this.
record?
Right,
Do
Sean, I
you
can't
have
be
do you
doing
have
this.
an enhanced
You're just
DBS?
trying to talk at me. You're being a fucking
Do
narcissist.
you? The
horrible
question is,
cunt.
do you have an enhanced DBS?
The fuck are you talking about, you freak?
Anybody that works with
Good
children
Lord.
has to have an enhanced DBS. Do you have one of them?
I don't work with children.
Well, you have pictures of the children on your phone that you've sent to Kaylee Einav.
You slanderous cunt.
I've seen the evidence.
Pictures of.
Yeah,
What do you mean
pictures of the
pictures of?
children, videos.
They're
Because
pictures of the children with
when
their mother.
Kaylee was doing her live stream,
Isn't it?
the videos came up and
Isn't
it
it
came
pictures
from
of the
your
children
phone.
with their
What?
mother?
That's irrelevant. They
It's
were on their
relevant.
own. They were on their own.
And Becca's going to
They
come
were
and speak
images of
in
the
the
children
side
on
chat
their
as well.
own.
Let's see what she's wrote. Man.
Do you know what you're doing? You're actually saying that the children lied about recanting. You know that, right?
You're saying that the children lied. What are you going to try and say now?
Well, that's what you're saying. You're saying that the children lied about recanting their statement.
So you're getting it, yeah? You're going to work with me on this?
No, I'm saying that's what you're saying. You're saying that the
That is
children
what's
lied
proven.
about recanting.
So in the boys recanting, he
It's
says,
not been.
"Yes, my dad comes down
They
from
withdrew their
Sheffield."
statements.
You're just going to talk over me, Sean. The dad comes down from Sheffield and is best friends with Lewis Hollins, the teacher. Elisa says in hers, "No, my dad's never met Lewis Hollins. Doesn't even know him." These are two contradictory statements in the retraction. It is not a valid retraction. It is in this, the IPCC, the Independent Police Complaints Commission, upheld that the
Do you know who Mr. Wong is?
that the interviewing officer appeared to lead the retractions, force them out of them.
So what about the people that kidnapped the children?
Sorry.
What about the individuals connected to Ella that kidnapped the children? That bundled them into a car and tried to drive them away.
What the fuck are you on about, you freak?
Well, they were kidnapped. Well, they attempted to do it.
Talk about another case totally unrelated, other than it being a
No, it's
rape
not
of
because they were
children by a
convicted of
father.
it. The individuals were convicted of it. They claimed that they were trying to remove the children under.
They were trying to
Child
rescue the boy
protection.
from a cult, from ritual abuse by this, or some sort of paedophilia by this man. And if you're going to try and cover it up, fuck you, Sean. Fuck you. We're coming
Jake,
for you.
you do understand that, all these comments and things that you say will be noted down by the authorities, and that if you ever do have children, they'll be instantly removed from your custody. You do understand that, right?
Comments? Go on then. What comments?
Everything you said about this case, the fact that you was even locked up in a mental institution.
I told you it is a cover-up, you cunt. I've just given you the evidence.
The girl when Kaylee's children were taken away?
Refresher. Oh, is that just something that she's just going to be
was that
say? And all the different teachers do sex to her, and the body that describes
was it a cover up when Kaylee had her children?
He's made to lick. Sorry, I've got neighbours down here. He's made to lick the teachers, the old fucking teachers' body.
There's no evidence of that. It's all fabricated.
Is that something that people are going to
so
be
here's your girlfriend
into saying for a custody hearing?
Girlfriend on as well, right?
Because for a custody hearing, Sean. When she already had a non-molestation order, the dad was eventually given rights to see them for a few hours on a Saturday. She already had everything in her control.
You're on the stage, Kaylee.
Protecting judgment. The whole thing. The whole thing, Sean. Get it
Then
into
what?
your thick fucking head.
Where's your?
It's covered.
I do legal. I've
Judgement was
won
a
cases. I've got settlements. I represent clients. Where's your legal angle? Where's your?
You're a delusional cunt. I had a court case, right? This is how delusional you all are. Valerie, you, I swear to
Don't
God.
listen. Don't be picking on the
She's
people in the
fucked.
chat.
That woman, I swear to God, that fucking
Shut
cunt
the
is
fuck
fucked.
up. Don't you be
Like with a
insulting
capital
people in my
everything.
chat.
With a capital
Right.
everything. You are dead cunt. You are
So-
Oh
probably.
yeah, Becca.
You can get
Look
me.
what she just wrote, Kaylee. Oh, because the children are adults, they haven't spoke out yet.
You
Oh,
can be
but
quiet,
they say
Kaylee.
they're adults now. They're not spoke out yet. What the fuck? What are you?
Absolutely great. Like you're all. I'm not.
Right, you can be quiet a minute. I'm addressing Jane. Yeah, exactly. The children are adults now, and they still haven't said it's true. So,
So
do
what do
you
you
understand
think that
that?
everyone in these cults, as soon as they get adults, they're like,
So,
shall I speak
so
out
are
or
you-
not?
Are you
Yeah,
saying?
let's stay in the cult. Let's just do it. Let's
Are
just do
you
it.
saying?
None of
Are
you
you
have got a
saying?
clue about
Speaking out.
psychology. Clearly,
Are
none
you
of you
saying
have got a
that the
clue
children
about
that these?
psychology.
It's wrong to even call them children now. They're grown adults. Are you saying these adults who were these children that they're still lying?
Leave the fucking children alone.
So what,
There
you
is
just wake up
fucking
at 18 and all
hundreds
of your
children
abuse
involved.
just goes away, does it? Your abuse just all goes away when you're 18. You
Well,
fucking morons. You scummy
your
cunts are
children
going to have to explain
will
this shit to
remember
your... No,
the
fuck you.
MMS that
Fuck you. You're
made
all
them
going to
drink.
burn in hell if you don't repent. Every fucking child on this planet is going to know what cunts you are. You're not going to be able to sleep ever again unless you repent.
I sleep
Scummy,
quite all right, thank you.
fucked, nonce protecting
It-
cunts. Fucking burn in hell.
It is
Listen
very
to the vitriol and the hatred
it
that
is
comes
very
out of your
possible
mouth.
Yeah,
These
fucking
are-
right. Repent, you son of a bitch, or you're going to fucking feel it.
Remember,
Well,
Kaylee, those
feel
that
what?
need the most love. Remember, those that need the most love find it hardest to ask.
See,
You know, if they've been born into
you
cults,
see,
you
is
don't
the
know
thing,
what
is the
level of
thing,
cult
right?
involvement any of them
Is the
have got
thing.
yet.
You're a cult. You and Kaylee are a cult. You are the definition of a cult because you're so obsessed about this case. You're so knee deep engrossed in it. You're too far gone.
No, it's not the
You
case.
and
I've
Kaylee
just given you
are the
evidence
sentiments
of the cover up. I've given you evidence of the girl being told to take her fucking
You
knickers down
and
by the
Kaylee
fucking teacher.
are
You
the
vile
satanic
cunt.
cult. Yous act like yous are the devils. Yous are
What are these
portraying
girls saying?
Satan.
What response has anyone in the chat
are
got to
the
this?
cult of Satan, and
What have they got, Sean? The
Listen-
girl is
listen
told
to
to take
yourself.
her
You
knickers
sound
down by the
possessed.
teacher and trying a refresher.
No, I'm very calm.
Any
cool, and
answers to
collected.
that, girls?
I don't need to be aggressive. I don't need to shout down my microphone or anything. You know, I'm sitting here talking calm and cool,
Yeah, because you're playing an act,
and
Sean.
I'm being reasonable.
Because you are playing an act, and you are being a sleazy actor.
So what was it when you said the other day that you was going to eat my head? Was that an act?
I suppose so. Yeah, I don't think I've really.
So you were acting out your true fantasy of cannibalism.
I'm just going to be a troll and a gamer online and just try it, and everyone's going to enjoy it. My 24 watchers, I don't know how many of them actually like me, or they just think, what the fuck's going on here? Or they going along with it, or
I
they
don't
trying to
care
expose
about
it.
if people like me or not. I don't give a shit about that. That's irrelevant to me.
No, but it should be.
Well, why?
This is criminal,
why-
Sean. You are
Why
partaking
should
in
people
criminal
liking
activity. There is
me
paedophiles
or
that are
appreciating me
supporting what you are
be
doing.
irrelevant?
Either
It doesn't
you know
matter to
it
me.
or
And,
not.
you know, as long as justice is upheld and the truth is spoken, then
This is what I'm
anything else in
saying,
between is
Sakina,
irrelevant.
is our viewers have been destroyed by a paedophile network, channels taken, and
I've
the
took the
truth
channels down.
silenced,
I took the channels
and
down.
then
Me.
there's a group of
By
people
myself.
that support those
I have took
paedophile
so many
predators.
of your channels down. You know, I'm very good at what I do online. And if you're violating terms of service or you're posting content that breaches the Online Safety Act, or, you know, you're exploiting children by using their photographs, you know, from historically when they're adults now, then yeah, I will act upon that and I will take down your channels and your content because that's the law.
Criminally, yes. And
That's
you
the
will be
law.
stopped with-
So what court in the land, you know, considering you're saying all the courts are paedophiles and the judges are paedophiles and stuff like that.
No,
So
I didn't say
which
all
of
of them,
these
did I?
courts?
Did I say all of them?
Well, you said the justice system, so that includes all courts and all judges by default.
No, I said they
So-
covered up this
So
case.
based on
I
that,
said that they. I'm not generalising any institution. I'm not
twist it.
saying every
Don't
policeman. I
backtrack
would never
now.
say that every policeman is good or bad, or every public member
You
is
said the
good or
justice
bad.
system. You said the judiciary. You said the judiciary is corrupt.
it's
So that implies all courts. That
corrupted.
implies all courts. That
Corrupted. No, it
implies every
doesn't,
civil case,
Sean.
every civil
Sean,
courtroom,
Sean,
every civil judge, every criminal
Sean,
judge, every high court judge, every
Sean.
Supreme Court judge, and every Supreme Court courtroom as well.
He needs
you
some. He
have
needs
no-
some
you
iron,
have no
Lena. This
logical-
is what veganism does to you, lol. You are fucking horrible, Becca.
Jake, I
How
have
you
an
think
IQ
this
of
isn't going to catch up
134.
with you?
I have an IQ of 134. I don't think you're going to catch up to me.
Loopy people.
I'm a genius.
See, at
I'm
least
one
you've got
of the smartest motherfuckers in this country, and you don't even say
People
that.
realise they do not want to be associated with this. I'd get away. Even watching, and I suppose you can be a
I'm
witness.
not bothered if people don't want to associate with me. I'm not fucking bothering them, so it doesn't bother me. But to me, you sound triggered
I'm seriously triggered. I'm disgusted.
because it says right there in the case, it is inevitable that a large proportion of those that have a sexual interest in children, any rational adult that uploads film clips to YouTube featuring the children speaking about sexual activity, must be assumed to realise that fact.
And like I said,
And you keep obsessing
you were
over
in
these
the
videos
position-
and stuff like that, same as Kaylee, that makes you, by
if you were in
definition,
the position
pedophiles.
of these abusers. That's exactly
Legally,
what
you're
you would
paedophile.
say. And that's
the legal
exactly
definition.
what they
You're a
said.
Schedule 1 offender, minus the physical act. You already have the guilty mind. So you don't
What
even
does-
need to commit the act.
Becca,
You have the
Becca,
guilty
again, what-
mind in your mind about the act because
Sean, you're
that's
being
all you're
horrible, mate. Please stop it.
thinking. Sue me.
So what does this possibly?
Sue me.
You smoke way too much. That's gonna fucking kill you.
It's my fucking show. I can speak as much as I fucking want. You don't like it? There's the door. Get
No,
the
I
fuck out.
smoke. I said smoke. That thing is gonna smoke you fucking dead.
I don't give a shit.
Anyway, so Ella R, Abe
Ella Draper,
R, Ricky R.
Ella Draper is a child abuser and a torturer of children.
Does that mean anything to Becca in the chat? Ella R, Abe R, Ricky R.
Kaylee's gonna need a
She's a
bigger
bit
wall.
triggered. She a bit panicking over there, Becca. Oh shit. Things you
How
fucked
much-
up a bit, didn't
how
you?
much
You're just
was-
so stubborn. You're an Esau. You just can't fucking
is
say.
this
"Oh,
what all
yeah,
this,
I shouldn't have
bleach
done
drinking
that."
you've done?
Oh
this all
shit!
this
Yeah,
M&S
I
that you're
took the
drinking?
piss. I didn't
Is this
realise I
what's
took
in-
the piss off on the back of a paedophile ring. No, I'm just gonna carry on pretending to myself that that we're all just right, and because we're kind of half anonymous kind of thing, so I've got a VPN, that I can just do this anyway, innit?
I'm getting a bit
You know what I'm
bored.
saying, bruv?
I want to go back to my Star Wars game, but you guys have took time out of my day. My nice evening, I was just chilling, relaxed, enjoying my game, and then your girlfriend comes and does my fucking head in. So I have to do this in the public interest. If you don't like it, go to a court, make a claim, go to King's Bench, and we'll have it out in front of the masters of the rule.
Okay then, mister. We'll do that, yes. I know it's Irish. I'm terrible at accents. Yeah.
The only pedo ring that the pedo cult that you're
Sean.
obsessing over is the one in your head. That
Sean,
makes
mate,
you a pedo.
Right, I'm well, and anybody who supports this is acting criminally.
I've
and
never
we
been
want to be
fucking
stopping it
locked up.
as soon as possible.
I've
We are
never been
coming for
locked
you all.
up in a fucking mental institution, either by a court order or otherwise.
And you are slandering by not.
Where's the
representing
slander
truth.
when there's an official legal judgment? There's no when there's a legal judgment, slander can never be used.
Yeah, it can.
Neither can libel. I could go to the press tomorrow
Criminal
and
cover up.
ask them to print an
Conspiracy. Fuck your libel then. Conspiracy. You are
Well,
actively
again,
in
there's no
conspiracy now. We have
conspiracy.
told you the evidence and you are still trying to deny it without even refuting it, without even trying to refute it. You sick man. Goodbye.
Oh, is he gone? Oh. Well, that was interesting. Kaylee's going to need a bigger wall. I think he'd lost. Let the record show, and for this public discussion, that Kaylee, Einav, and Jake Clarke have left the battlefield. No, Triller. Not today. Not today, Triller. It's a bit too serious. So, let it show on the record that 3 times now. 3 times I've just kicked Jake's and Kaylee's ass. Jake and Kaylee owned again. Thank you very much, everybody. Well, I think I might have to contact the press because I think this needs national exposure. You know, I think we need to contact the newspapers and get this published because my fucking stomach, man, I'm so fucking fat. Jesus Christ, fucking pants don't fit anymore. Need to get a bigger pair. I'm getting big, man. Big king. Need a bigger chair. Well, I guess that was that. All right, Triller's in the back. Hang on. Let's see what Triller wants. Hello, Triller.
What's going on? The last King of Scotland.
That's the one. That's me. Last King of Scots.
They made a film about that. Apparently, you're supposed to be black.
Yeah. Downfall dispatches, yeah.
Look at that. I only just caught a few minutes of, the 2 very strange people that we were talking to. So,
well, I had to dedicate this one to them because I'm sat there playing Star Wars, keeping myself to myself, not bothering anybody. And I look on my comment stream and there's Kaylee going, "You're fucked, you're dead, you're this, you're that." And I'm like, okay, Kaylee, give me an hour and I'll come and put up a stream for you and Jake.
yeah.
Night today. Sleep well,
Yeah.
you gorgeous lady. Have a dream about King Jimmy.
But
I'm gonna have to take Teddy up. Cheeky
it
little
sounds like
son.
you handled them anyway.
Oh, of course. 2 on 1, man. I'm used to being outnumbered. I guess all that hive training give me something to fucking work on.
But yeah, so they're literally just stalking everybody. Literally everybody. That's the whole thing.
You know what it is? They're so far gone. They're so obsessed with this case that they've become it. They've become what they've been telling everybody about. That's the thing. You know, it's really bad when they're even sending pictures to each other of the kids. Like, what the fuck? They're grown ass adults now. Just let it be. Let them be. Just leave them be. Let them live. Let them live the rest of their lives, man, in peace. And that's my point. That's my point. Just let them live in peace. You know? Because if that was me, right? If that was me and I was one of them kids, right? And I was growing up and I was seeing all this, seeing these 2 people discussing me in that way as a kid, whew, I'd be doing a life prison sentence. I guarantee that. If that was me, you know, they're the ones saying, "Oh, people are coming for you, this, that, and the other." They're literally proving everything that justice said in the judgment about people being sent to people by individuals like Kaylee and Jake. Like, their own actions are proving this judgment to be true. And they're like, no, it's corrupt. It's a cover up. Rah, 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 rah. I feel like getting a frying pan, slapping it off the both of their heads. Seeing night. But then I'd have to buy 2 frying pans. Maybe
No,
some.
no. The only way to help them is getting them locked up. Honestly, getting them back on their meds. You know.
Can we send them into the same cell as fucking P Diddy? Let them have
I
go to a
mean, that's in a different country, I think. So that'll work.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, can we deport them for and send them to a special prison? Maybe Gitmo, send them to Guantanamo Bay.
I mean, hopefully, but I think that it's this country's problem because they're born or they're from here.
You see, what's that prison? What's that prison that they had in the middle of the island? What was it called?
Was that Arkham?
Well, yeah, might as well call it fucking Arkham Asylum. I think we really need to create Arkham Asylum for real because Concerned Troll says tonight's massacre reminded me of the Battle of Stirling Bridge. Alcatraz, that's it. Alcatraz. We need to get that place opened up again and put people like Kaylee and Jake in there because they are fucking seriously national security risks. Right, I was happy enjoying my fucking game, man.
Yeah, but the painted shit on their parade, man. That's what they're about.
So I mean, man was enjoying his fucking video game just to get fucking.
I've yet to play the Star Wars game though. Like I've got it downloaded. I've got like loads of games downloaded. I just haven't been bothered playing them yet. As soon as I hook up my PC to my new TV, then I'll be like, yeah, get the couches in there. Yeah.
Concerned Troll says Alcatraz won't open again, closed because of concrete cancer. Well, listen, if we're sending the most fucking sexually deprived criminals there, who gives a shit about concrete cancer? That means they get fucking taken out of the world a lot quicker. That's fucking expedited justice, in my opinion. Trust me, wait till I'm fucking in charge. They won't be getting away with fucking shit like this. I don't care. Listen, in my view, right, this might be controversial, but in my view, if you're doing things like this, yeah, and you're involved in that kind of activity, I'm in favor of the suspending of your human rights because you don't have human rights if you're not respecting the human rights of others. And it clearly says in the law that human rights are qualified rights, which means they can be suspended if it serves a law-abiding purpose. Do you know what I mean? Right.
Yeah, like a national emergency.
Yeah. Just round them all up, lock them up. We should listen when it comes to fucking that kind
They've done
of
that in Bolivia, isn't it? Or one of those South American countries.
Yeah, like when it comes to those kinds of offences, right? There should be a separate system. Okay, so they should be removed from the general population. They should be, temporarily put into a prison, just temporarily, so that there can be an effective investigation, not held in a cell in a police station, but actually in a fucking secure fucking prison for those types of alleged offences. Then, they should go to court under probable cause and let it be determined in the court whether or not the probable cause is there. And then, if there's no probable cause and there's no evidence, then they get released and, compensated. But when it's not and there is evidence, and well, it justifies their stay, and then they get to go back. I reckon it would speed up things immensely. It'd free up a lot of fucking room in the fucking police stations anyway, and then leaves the police to deal with petty crime and everything, all that other stuff, the normal way. But there should be a different system for this kind of stuff because it's the protection of children. And people like Kaylee and Einav who fit a certain profile, they should be the ones that we get to test this on, you know. Human guinea pigs. But, you know, would that be just? I think so.
Yeah, dude, trust me, they're going to get locked up sooner or later. So I keep
Fucking
telling
hate
them, they
it,
keep
man.
making threats to everybody. Like, these
Yeah,
open kind of
it-
these open threats, I call it, like, because sort of open to interpretation. Because they try to be clever. They try, you know, they do that thing where, like, well, I didn't really threaten you. I just said you're fucked. So,
yeah.
you're
So
gonna
it's not
get
that
it, and all that shit. Like she probably meant like
you're
karma.
going on time
Yeah,
out.
they try to be clever, but you know, it's still a threat. You know what I mean? And they're trying to make a lot of people feel very uncomfortable. Oh, they want to talk about their thing, but they don't want to respect somebody's choice of not wanting to talk about it. And if you don't want to talk about it, you're complicit. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's total disinformation. Right. You know, but I reckon I kicked ass tonight, so I've done my job.
Well done, well done. I liked your video, by the way, that you played about the last
Yeah.
one. You put up about, I don't know, a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
alright, man.
My little
It's
speech.
good to see you kind of like, you know, speak, you know, in a good manner and everything else. And yeah,
Yeah, your environment changes everything, man. It's all
just
about the
remember,
environment.
bro, if you get your throne, yeah, just remember, yeah, all right,
I'm
fucking, I
sat on that
supported
throne.
you and I want some money, all right.
Listen, I'm already sat on my throne, mate. I don't need no fancy fucking castle or fucking walls, you know. You can only sit in one place at a time. And if I've got a
If you get the
microphone,
fancy castle, cool, man. Give me
mate,
£1 million
I
payment.
don't need that. Listen, I am the bloody. Listen, I walk like I've got this power anyway. So you know, and you know what? I made a valid point. 7 years, 7 years. I've called myself King James, and I have not been stopped once. Not been told no, you can't call yourself that. Not received no summons. Not received no challenge from the government, and nothing from the royal house. That's the truth. You know, and the truth sets you free.
That's it. All right, James, I just came to jump on to say anyway, man.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no worries, man. I'm
I
gonna
hope
look
you,
this
I
up
hope
now.
you get I hope you get crowned outside the pub one day. You know.
No, I did. I already did get crowned.
No, you
That's the
said you got
thing.
crowned inside the pub. You didn't say you
Yeah,
got crowned outside
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's inside or outside. The fact is, it was on Scottish soil first.
It is what it is. All right, James, I'm getting super tired. I'll call it a night. Yeah,
Yeah,
big up.
same. Take it easy, Cholo. So you know, that's three battles won. This Kaylee and this Jake, they need to sort themselves out, get themselves some help. That's my advice, and you know, do something productive in the community instead of eating nettles and sharing pictures with each other and conspiring against other people and threatening, saying people are going to die and stuff like that. Doesn't get you nowhere. Might get you a prison sentence, but I mean, if that's where they want to be, then good luck to them. Maybe that's what they need to get their lives back on track, and maybe a couple of years inside might give them that routine, that structure. I think they should at least do a minimum of a year, maybe 2 years max. I think anything beyond that would be, a bit biased, but who knows? Who knows how the judiciary will respond to Kaylee and Jake? You never know. They could make an example of them and give them an even harsher sentence, because according to sentencing guidelines, I think they would qualify for 18 months and plus up. Fucking hell. He's actually gonna made another account. Okay, that's another one timed out for 24 hours. Oh shit. Oh shit. Concern troll. I pressed the wrong one. Sorry, mate. Accidentally oh shit. Oops. Oh no. Concern troll, I'm so sorry. That was an accident. How do I undo that? Right, shit. Oh dear. Oops. Hang on. Concern troll, let me give you a spanner, mate. Oh no. Empress, I pressed the wrong one. How did I do that? Oh no. What did I do? Fuck's sake. I pressed the wrong one. I do apologise. I went to go for him. That's fucked up. That. Oops. Right. I pressed the wrong one. What's this? Oh, okay, I'll take a look at that. 1 sec. Let me undo that. I do apologise. Sorry, concern troll. Let me try and give you a spanner. Right. I'll fix that. Let me just put that up there for you. Right. I'm just turn my camera off now, because now I can turn the OBS off. Right. I do apologise for that. That was an accident. I'll sort that now. Where are you? Oh shit! I accidentally timed him out for 24 hours. Oh, there you are. Right. I'll give you a spanner, mate. I'll give you a spanner. Right, there you go. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, mate. It's YouTube on my phone, man. I pressed the other guy and I don't know what happened. It just fucking picked you. Fucking hell. Right. Let's see what this is. Oh. Who's given her that photo? Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Okay. Wow. Okay, let me report that. Okay. So, let's see. Report for child abuse because she's... Alright. Let me get that. Alright. Did it? Okay, so she's making posts about me now. I mean, that's not the best picture I would have picked. Not gonna lie. Oh, you know what Churchill said? If you don't get enemies, then you're not standing up for something right. So, oh, she's got a new blog. She's got a new website. Kaylee's Kangaroo Court Club. Why is she's obsessed with that image of a fucking demon, man. Wow, she's even got Russell Brand's name on her fucking wall. Wow. Wow, on our website, suicide trolling is very real. Oh my days. Wow, she's got Michaela's name on there. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? Hey, Empress, check this out. She's got another website. Look at that. Everybody take a look at that. Wow, she's got a video about chlorine dioxide on there. Jesus Christ. Wow, she's actually got threats on her website. Wow. What the fuck? Oh my days, she got the crowdfund. Listen to this. Dear Miss Einav, it has come to my attention that you are not using the money donated for your specific reasons given in your fundraising appeal. If this is the case, it is a criminal offence. I have contacted the crowdfunder and they have advised me to write to you first to give you the chance for full accountability to the funds. I look forward to a full and transparent account from you. Regards, Mr. Stanhope. Wow, one of her fucking donators demanded fucking evidence of what she'd been using donations for. Okay. Wait, she's gone over live about you, about me. All right, let me have a look. Oh, bless her. Bless her. Can somebody give me the link? Like, is she live on YouTube or? Right, I need the link. Give me the link so I can report it and get it taken down. Because there's nothing on that fucking YouTube page. I don't see no fucking live on there unless she's going live on fucking Rumble. Although I doubt that. Oh, look. See if she's gone live on a Rumble. Oh, there's nothing there on a Rumble. Anybody got the link? Oh, she uploaded a video. Where? I can't see no video. She has like 7 channels. Oh, can somebody give me the fucking link, man? I'm not subscribed to them because I'm not fucking interested in them. Fuck, you know. This is mad. You should see all the fucking comments that she put on the inside, you know. Fucking crazy bitch. So, another thing that Kaylee does right here on the side chat, right, in the inside, right, she goes, feel free to bring your evidence to court with a K. And then she goes, feel free to call 999 or Pauffley. And then she goes, my children have never been abused. You can say it all to them. Fucking hell. She's crazy. She's a psycho. 100% psycho. Oh. She goes, oh, here she is. She goes, no, it was blocked. I'm putting it on Rumble now. Oh, well, you see, Kaylee, that's because you keep breaching the terms of service on YouTube. You're not abiding by the rule of law. You're not respecting terms and conditions. Clearly, the content you're putting up is offensive and criminal. She is so triggered. Kaylee, the people that took your children away was you. But I'm going to screenshot this. Just. You have more of my deleted abuse streams. What abuse? I've not abused you. I mean, I think you want to be abused. I think that's a different thing. Like, you know. Just give me a minute. I need a break. Oh, every fucking stream. Ooh. Boo-hoo. You're not exactly worth a universal credit bounty. I'd rather spend that on a Mars bar. Do you know what I'm saying? So, let's go for these comments. Oh, what the hell? What the fucking do? That's a good comment. Yeah, I only needed one leg to kick your ass. I mean, I have two legs, but one's a bit broken, so technically I did kick your ass with one leg. I mean, I've got a pair of crutches here, Kaylee. If you want, I'll shove them up your ass. How's that? Oh wait, then again, you might enjoy that. You know, because you're a bit tapped in the head. Do you want to borrow me crutches? You might need them after the fucking ass kicking you've had tonight. And I don't even do this YouTube beef shit anymore. I just sit here playing computer games. I mean, Kaylee, you're the one who seems obsessed with me. Is that because, you know, you want to really be with me and not Jake? Is that the real reason? You want somebody to argue with? Because you like that toxic environment? I mean, I can oblige you if you want. Yeah, Jake, you do know that Kaylee wanted to, you know, be with me, you know, before she came across you. She was always in my DMs, always calling me honey, always calling me hon, darling, you know, voice noting me all the time. Isn't that right, Kaylee? You wanted a bit of the old King James. Remember how you used me, Kaylee, to get into the hive? I mean, bit weird that, but yeah. It's true. Oh, I think he needs a tummy rub off Kaylee, although I don't think they've ever met. I don't think they ever will meet. Let's see if that post has been taken down yet. Not yet. Oh, she's posting more posts about me. Wow. Her credibility is everything in law. That's true. Okay, I'm having a look. Music. Oh, wow. Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. How many fucking accounts has she got? Fucking hell. Oh my god. This is next level obsession. I think I've got that one. Oh no, that's Kangaroo Goat Club. Fuck me. I don't even recognise him as a man. That's the thing. Jesus Christ. Oh my days. How many fucking... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my days. Jesus Christ. I only have one account. I used to upload anyway. I only have one Facebook account. I only have one Rumble account. I only have one Twitter account. I think it's very concerning. I mean, Why would somebody have so many accounts? Clearly, they're not really being suppressed, then, are they? Like, they claim they're being silenced, but they've got like 8, 9 accounts all over the internet. Can't be that suppressed. Oh my fucking days, I'm not fucking one. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna have to fucking sue this bitch. I'm actually gonna sue her. Hey, if I get a crowdfunding started to sue Kaylee Einav, does anybody want to donate to it so I can actually pay a fucking solicitor to do this? Because this would be fun. Because I can't be asked doing the paperwork. Like, I have my own fucking clients to look after. No way, not even more. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. She has 4 accounts. How many accounts has she got on Twitter? Jesus Christ. This is real time intelligence, this. I love it. Oh my god. You know, I'll have to do that later on today, and set up a crowdfunding to go against Kaylee and Jake to take him down, because we need to get a fully funded legal team to fucking sort these cunts out. Oh my god. Oh my god. We've even... Holy shit. Wow. Wow, she's even on the Russian website? Fuck off. She's on the Russian website, VK. She's on the Russian Facebook. Nah. What the fuck? That's insane. Nah, she has a podcast on Apple. What? Oh my days, she put her kids on fucking Apple podcasts. Jesus Christ. You know what? I think I might need to make a phone call to the fucking Royal Courts of Justice tomorrow, because this is some next level shit. We gotta shut this shit down. We gotta shut it down. This is public interest. What's this? YouTube Brighton's Beast. YouTuber Kaylee Einav targeted by vicious trolls. Let me have a look at this. Oh, somebody's just made a stock video. Who's commenting? Oh, Matt Taylor. Jesus Christ. UGS Common Law Church. Oh, hello. Where's the recording on here? Wow. All right, listen to this, guys. Listen to this. I'm not gonna play the fucking thing. So actually, let me. Yeah, Brian Boosters, Matt Taylor. Yeah. All right, listen to this. Okay, let me get it. Let me make sure my virtual camera is on, right, so we can cover this. Share screen. Listen to this.
I've had this conversation a million times with a million people. Yeah, in an emergency, I'd prefer to use MMS than antibiotics. I would. You know, I'm not saying that would even necessarily happen. Touch wood, thank God, my children don't get sick. Now put that down to what you will.
That says a lot. That actually does say a lot. Right, so Jake Clarke says the judgment is void. IPCC complaints upheld for reinvestigation. I'm going to have a look into this just to see. So just to put Jake to bed. There's nothing from the IPCC or the IOPC. Yeah, I think I might need to write to Vulture Chambers. We're looking at some FOI requests that were made. They look a little bit erratic. Yeah, of course I have email. It's on my page. It's a routed email address. So any email sent to my public email address for the Scottish Crown gets rerouted to me automatically. I have my own intelligence system. I'm way ahead. Still having another look around the internet and seeing what else we come up with. There is quite a lot on YouTube. Well, she's due her account statement soon. Is she stupid? Oh, there he is. He's back again. Are you back again? Are you back again? Jake? You're back for round 4? Jake, you're in the back. You're in the back. You're in.
Oh,
You can
sorry, I thought I was unmuted. I've just dropped 2 links in the back for you. The IPCC report.
Yeah, that's not an IPCC address. That's a WordPress.
Yeah, it's a printout of it. So they actually changed the name. They covered up.
And the IPCC is now the IOPC.
IOPD.
It's IOPC.
No, IOPD. Yeah, so they would not.
I'm reading it.
The police would. They didn't do the reinvestigation which they were required to do. So they covered it up further. It's an ongoing cover-up, James. That's the basic idea.
No, it was about an arrest. It was about an arrest that was dealt with.
No, it wasn't. I'll send you the original document as well on the Google Drive.
No. However, no, that's not. So I'm looking at the dates here, right? So, okay, so they did say that they were gonna, but the only problem is it's not letter-headed. Okay, so it does look it looks fabricated.
Oh, poor you. This is where you want to continue. It's up to you, mate. Like, it's 3 a.m. and you're just talking to a load of fantasist gamers, so do what you want. It's going to come for you because you cannot get away with the law
Look,
just because you think
Look,
you are.
she had the opportunity to present her case at court, and she didn't. She did a runner.
No,
Ultimately,
she didn't.
she did. She
No,
ran out the back
they
window.
are a big gang, Sean. A big
That's not my
violent
name.
gang.
That's
Get
not
it?
my name. The IUPC came out with that, and then the court case made its final judgment.
No, it
If there
didn't.
was an opportunity to appeal, it would have been taken. But she left the
It's a
country, so she
cover
forfeit
up.
that right.
It's corrupt, Sean.
If you leave the country, during the middle of a legal
You are being
battle,
part of
you
a
forfeit.
child abuse cover up.
You forfeit. You forfeit your legal right to defend yourself by running away. Do you understand that? That's English
No,
law.
I do not understand that.
Right, then get the
She
fuck
not
out of
run
England.
away. She went to a place of safety. She was a traumatized woman. that
She
had been
left
under
the
immense
country.
stress.
She'd left the country instead of
She was
standing
in
up
fear
for herself
Sean,
and her
she was in
children.
fear for her life. Shut the fuck up, mate. Come on.
What fear for her life? Why were the police going to kill her?
Exactly.
And why
She-
would the police kill her?
Whatever they would do to silence her, that would be one of the options. And
That's fabric. See, you don't. Yeah, this is why it doesn't work. This is why you fail, because you have no comprehensive legal argument, and you're not versed in legal legislation. If you use the legal law, you have an opportunity to defend yourself. If you don't use the legislative acts and the judicial procedures, then you don't have any claim.
Do you think speaking like that makes you sound like you're authentic and this is natural and you actually believe what you're saying?
It's the King's English, sir. It's the King's English. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of this country. Fuck
I thought you
off.
were Scottish, mate. I thought you were Scottish. Come on.
So I can't be both.
Giving you the evidence. This
Yeah,
is
fuck off.
when you plausible deniability
Fuck
is
off.
no longer possible.
Why don't you just go fuck off and hide under a rock and maybe let it hit yourself on the head on the way out? Thank you. Bye bye.
Right. Well, this is why we call you paedophiles. You know, a lot of you, even the females.
Well, I'm going to be making contact with Pauffley's chambers, and we're going to get you and Kaylee dealt with as soon as possible. Okay.
For a paedophile ring. Okay, clap, clap, clap. Go and help a paedophile ring. Good you. Wow. Sarcasm.
Yeah. Magical, isn't it?
Is that what you want to be remembered as on the fabric of time?
Remembered by you. Yeah, I don't really give a shit.
Mate, this is going super public. There is thousands of people working on this.
If you run away from your
military.
legal battle, you forfeit the right to defend yourself.
You are a slanderous, abusive, paedophile protecting fool. Get a grip.
And you're a
grow
fraud.
Grow up.
And you're a fraud and a self-proclaimed child protector with no legal qualifications or DBS certification. Okay,
I
sure.
have no need for any.
Yes, you do.
Public campaign.
If you're in the public, do you have public liability insurance? Do you have public liability insurance? Do you have any legal protections?
You know what I'm doing, you prick. I'm getting awareness
no, I
of this
don't.
case and getting justice and exposing.
How are you getting justice without executing legal procedures?
We're doing all that.
What do you think the court is not valid or something? Do you think you're immune from the court?
Every avenue.
Okay, and where's your legal authority?
Narcissist. You just want to control.
Where's your legal authority? Where's your legal authority?
You're just being a narcissist. Legal. I'm not asking
Well, you
for
do.
authority of anyone.
Under the Legal Services Act 2007, you need to have rights of audience and the right to litigate in order to, act as a legal representative.
I am concerned citizen campaigner, child protection worker for
You
kidnapped
right.
children
So
from the
you're
system.
publicly stating that you're a child protection worker without any accreditation or qualifications or
Exactly.
security clearance to be
Yes.
around children.
I'm not around children.
Well, technically, you
I
imply.
work to expose paedophile rings, which I have no direct contact with. Unfortunately, otherwise I'd be able
So
to
how can you
have
do
more
that then?
impact.
How can you do that?
How can you do what?
I mean, basically, you're trying to get justice for adults that want to be left alone.
You
Have you considered
pervert.
have you
You
considered how the
pervert.
children have you considered
Sneaky
how the
pervert.
adults feel? Because
You
they're
are
adults now.
disgusting.
Why are you treating the adults like they're children? Because they're adults now, they're grown up.
You've got
They want to be
serious
left
mental
alone.
health problems.
They want to live their
Anybody
life in
who
peace.
encourages this is
I'm
involved in a criminal
I'm speaking for the
conspiracy.
voiceless. Their voice isn't being represented by you.
I don't believe you're that stupid.
Are you representing those adults'
believe-
voices or feelings as they are now as adults?
Oh, I'm here gonna talk
Have you
like a
contacted them?
Let's just talk like a nonsense. Let's cover up paedophilia. Meh.
Ha-
I'm
Have,
sure
have
that
you
I
have
want
you
to be called a
have you
king and a
contacted
prince.
them?
And I'm just
Have
going to
you
cover up paedophilia like a nonce and talk like this. Have you
have
spoken
you?
to them, the adults that were
Well, they
children?
are adults, right?
Children,
They have
they
a
are
right to
adults.
privacy.
They are adults, aren't they? They will respect
Yeah,
privacy.
they are adults, and they're entitled to the right of
Safety
respect of a private
before
life.
privacy. Safety before
So,
privacy.
so
It's
their
law.
privacy as adults doesn't matter. You're not their
Safety
parents.
before
You're not their
privacy.
mother. You're not their father. You're not their
Safety.
brother.
The National Securities Act 1989. Safety before privacy. Yes, it is.
Do you know?
indeed.
Do you know what it says in what was that piece of legislation that you just quoted?
Piece of legislation. What are you going to say?
Yeah. What was that?
You're going to try and spin it back on us, are you?
Well, what was that piece of legislation that you just quoted?
Well, what are you going to do with the information?
Well, I'm asking you what the legislation was because I didn't hear it because you're being sarcastic.
Yeah, and I just don't trust you have any good intent to go with this. You need to.
Did you say the Official Secrets Act
need to ground.
1989 or
You need to
the
ground.
Security Services Act 1989? I wasn't too sure.
You need to ground, and you need to get off the internet or somehow find.
I think you need to get off the internet because you're spending that much time on it. All you're looking at is kids' pictures.
You're a sick man.
Is that true or
Very
false?
sick man. That is
Answer the
false.
question.
Disgusting.
Do you have photographs or
pictures.
images?
Shut the
of-
fuck up, disgusting paedophile. You are now a paedophile. You have associated too much and too willingly. You are now a paedophile, Sean. Stop
I don't
it.
think I am.
I wish you all the best.
I don't think I am.
I wish you all the best. Please fucking heal. Just look inside yourself.
There's nothing wrong with me. Mentally, I'm okay. Physically, I might have a few
You're going to
problems.
get an
But...
intervention. You're going to get seen by serious.
And what's this? What's this intervention? You literally just quoted the Official Secrets Act or something.
Yes. What was it? The Security Service Act 1989.
Right.
Children's privacy is secondary to the safety.
That's not what it says in the
These
security.
children may have just turned adult, irrelevant, but that aside, this is a generational, incestual.
Wait a minute.
Children are being put into. They are being abused. They are being.
Wait a minute.
All age ranges.
Hang on a minute. Hang on, Jake. Wait a minute. You just said the Security Services Act 1989, yeah?
We're going to talk like a nonce again, okay, yeah?
No, I'm just talking quietly, actually.
You know, it's like half
The Security Services Act 1989 is about MI5.
Oh, is that, yes.
Have you not read the legislation that you just quoted, or should I say misquoted?
Do you not think? No, I think. Well, have you just read it? Have you in 15 seconds?
Well, I know what it says because I've already read it ages ago.
A huge document.
No, it's not. Shall I put it on the screen for you? All right, Jake. Let's put it on the screen for you, yeah? Security Service Act 1989. What did you say it was about?
What it says on the tin, mate. The Security Service Act.
What? Yeah. What did you say it was about? About keeping children safe? What? Sorry, I can't hear you. What does this say? The Security Service Act 1989? An act to place a security service on a statutory basis to enable certain actions to be taken on the authority of warrants issued by the Secretary of State, with provision for the issue of such warrants to be kept under a review by a commissioner, and to establish procedure for the investigation by a tribunal, or in some cases the Commissioner of Complaints about the service or for connected purposes. Where in that is anything to do with children?
You've just read.
It's
the
about
whole
MI5.
paragraph. Yes, about rights of children.
It's
children's
about
safety
MI5.
is primary.
No, it doesn't
all-
say that. It says there shall be a security service in this act referred to as a service under the
You're
authority of the
reading the
Secretary of
first
State.
fucking line, you mong.
The first act says exactly what it is. It's about MI5.
Yes.
You don't know nothing about
It's
MI5.
just the principle that was upheld is case law that privacy comes secondary.
It says here, the function of the service shall be the protection of national security, and in particular, its protection against threats from espionage, terrorism, and sabotage, from the activities of agents, foreign powers, and from actions intended to overthrow or undermine parliamentary democracy by political, industrial, or violent means. So if you're citing this act, then maybe you're alluding to me that what you and Kaylee are trying to do is using maybe acts of espionage, terrorism, and sabotage to undermine parliamentary democracy, such as court rulings, by political, industrial, or violent means, by threatening people.
Crack on with your amazing hypothesis, or whatever you would call it.
Well, that's what it's you're alluding to by misquoting this piece of legislation.
I'm not misquoting it.
You've just misquoted
it. Line of part 1. It is a big document, isn't it?
It's 6 pages long. That's it. It's 6 pages. It says nothing about children. It says nothing about children. It's about the security services. It's a piece of legislation that governs the creation of MI5.
Bits of it.
I think you really are damaged, because if you think MI5 is about, as you say, protecting children, no, it's about protecting parliamentary democracy and upholding the economic safety of this country. You have no idea about MI5, do you? You fucking invalid.
And you will be exposed further.
I think you've just exposed yourself, lad.
Everything you do, you're making this worse for yourself. It's coming for you. This is what you get for making the wrong decisions in life, mate. You just abuse others. You're a narcissist.
Is broken.
You're an abuser. You're a control freak abuser. All right. You're a misogynist. And you're dangerous.
Wait, no, you're the satanic abuser here. You're the Satanist. You're Aleister Crowley. I mean, what the hell? How can you misquote that? That just blew my fucking head off. I mean, it's kind of ironic, really. I can't say why, but yeah, that's really ironic. Oh my god. This is really going to do well for my PIP claim. My head's just been battered by that. Oh my god. You can't write this. This is bizarre. This is just insane. The guy is insane. He's like, oh, it's about. No, it doesn't say that at all. That's what it says. I can't believe he just misquoted that legislation about MI5. What a fucking dickhead. He is dumb. I mean, oh my days. That's just fucking blew my head. That just blew my head right off. can't get over that. That just blew me in. Fuck off, man. I was about to go to bed then, you know. That's fucking nuts. I can't believe he just said that. Like, holy fucking shit balls, man. This is insane. Insane. Oh my gosh, I've got 32 comments in my backstage. Oh my guys. Right, I'm going to share these comments in the backstage, yeah, so everybody can see them. I'm going to put them on the screen. So, yeah, give me a second. Let me go full screen with this, yeah, so I can... So you guys can see this, right? So you guys can see everything that Kaylee's wrote in my side chat at the back, in the backstage. Right, so if I go full screen, okay. Right, so this is what Kaylee's been writing in the backstage, in the back, alright? So I'm just going to scroll it up to the top, yeah? Right. This is what Kaylee's been writing. Kaylee's saying nobody requires a DBS certificate to work with children. She goes, it's a fucking duty, you nonce. And then she's like, look at this dead cunt. Dead. Right, it's 3 a.m. in the morning and she's telling people that they're going to die. Oh, she's in the back as well now. Look. Let me put her in. You're right, psycho. You're in there, psycho. Look at all this, what she's writing. Hey, Kaylee, why are you telling people that they're going to die?
No, I'm not telling anybody.
So you didn't write that then, no?
And you are also going to stop breathing at some point. And a lot of you cunts have made it very likely that other people are going to want to help that happen quicker. You've been warned for fucking years, you delusional bastards. Are you even paying any fucking attention to anything going on in the rest of the world? Do you think I'm the only fucking angry person? You stupid cunt.
All I see is you're telling people you're going to kill them.
You're seeing what I'm writing to you. I'm only saying what's true, okay? Other people are not going to give you a fucking warning. They're going to actually wait until you're not looking to make sure that you don't see them coming. You stupid cunt. I've been warning you for years because I don't want you lot to get hurt. Right now, I'm not giving as many fucks.
It's not true.
If I'm 100% honest. Whatever it takes to fucking stop you guys, I'm all right with now. Hear me? Whatever it fucking takes to stop you guys, I'm all right with now. Repent, you cunts.
What's wrong with this psycho bitch? She's a fucking psycho. She is special. Exactly. If you're working with children, you need a DBS. Like, that's a very good point. Exactly. If you're working with kids as a professional, you need a DBS. Well, enhanced DBS, but yeah, DBS. Well done. Well done. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Kaylee and Jake live outside the law, and once they explain that to the authorities probably overlook the DBS. She's a psycho. Proper psycho. You know, I was hoping to go to bed. But it's weird, like they follow each other one after the other on the internet. Like it's like a tail. It's like a dog chasing its tail. It keeps chasing it, but it'll never get it. It's like these two. They'll never get the message until they get banged up. You know, I know it's not a CRB anymore, Baz. It was changed a long time ago. CRBs don't exist anymore. In fact, anybody with a CRB has to get a new DBS. A DBS is a disclosure and background service check, which is more detailed than a CRB. Fucking hell, even Baz is still fucking stuck in 2001. Jesus Christ, Baz. It just fucking... It's news to you, mate. They changed it in 2000s. I'll give you the exact year it got changed. December 1st, 2012, mate. DBS has been around for 13 years. How has it took you 13 years to know that, Barry? That's concerning. Can't you tell you would fail? And you know what, Barry? Do you know what's embarrassing? The DBS main office is in Liverpool, and you're from Liverpool, and you're a Scouser. How can you not know that? I can't get over the fact that fucking he just misquoted fucking. That's just nuts. But anyway, I think I'm gonna get some sleep. It's 3:20 in the morning. I'm gonna go and have a nice nap and sleep. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna knock this off, guys. It's been 3 hours. But thanks for everybody tuning in and listening to, I'm gonna get myself some sleep. I've done my job. I've discussed about this and spoke about it and stuff. And hopefully that should be the end of that. I'm gonna leave the stream up for people to listen to, and bid everybody a good night. Well, good morning. Cheerio. Exactly. They've just officially had their horses kicked. And that's before the judiciary get their fucking hands on them. Me, I'm tame. The judiciary, well, I wouldn't want to piss them off. Oh shit, my fucking screen, everything. There's something wrong with my computer. There's a bug. Keeps minimizing everything. That's weird. Alright. Peace out, guys. Good night. God bless. But before I do that, I'm going to finish on a song. The song is called Poor Man's Poison. Hell's Coming With Me. I think it's pretty apt.
They all laughed as he turned around slow. They said, you ain't welcome around here anymore. You just might as well go. You wiped the blood from his face as he slowly came to his knees. He said, I'll be back when you least expect it. And hell's coming with me. Hell's coming with me. There is a hill at the bottom of the valley where all the poor souls go when they die. And if you listen real close, you can hear them like a ghost saying you're never gonna make it out alive. There is a town at the bottom of that hill. They got a secret that they keep like a slave. They got a black magic preacher, you do well to let them teach sure you'll be headed up that hill to the grave. And it is well with my soul. You line your pockets full of money that you steal from the poor, and on your way down the hill, you hear me ring that bell. I paid the devil twice as much to keep your soul. There was a drifter passing through that little valley. He had promised he was coming back to town. They didn't know him by his face or by the gun around his waist, but he come back to burn that town to the ground. First there was fire, then there was smoke, then that preacher man was hanging by a rope. And then they all fell to their knees and begged that drifter, begged him please, as he raised his fist before he spoke. I am the righteous hand of God, and I am the devil that you forgot. And I told you one day you will see that I'll be back, I guarantee. And that hell's coming, hell's coming, hell's coming with me.
She's in the back again. Yeah, let's let her on for 2 minutes before I go to bed. Are you back again? I'm trying to do my intro, my outro, and you've just ruined it.
Read it after.
Kaylee, I've got something to say to you before I go. And,
but you just pretty much told me you don't want me to correct, so you want to talk.
You've breached your your community protection order.
After everyone's attention, is it really?
You're on a community protection order, right?
I'm fine writing in the back. If you want to talk, that's fine, but don't you cunts make out like I'm begging your attention. I'm just reminding you idiots.
You are begging.
What?
You are begging. You're harassing.
No, I don't fucking beg anyone, you dumb cunt.
You are. Look, listen. Right,
who am I begging you for?
You're obsessed over me, right? Just because you wanted to be with me before you got with Jake. I get it. You wanted a bit of the king, all right?
I can't handle this. From Brian Hurl, from Triller, you fucking delusional sons of bitches are going to get.
Well, that's why you keep floating around.
I'm going to get fucked up by real men that have lost children. Listen, real men, fathers, have lost children. Family members die alone. Do you know how many people's parents have died alone?
If you need something,
you can do your shit on the internet. So you can do your shit on the internet, and you think I'm begging because I'm making threatening.
You're the one making
sure you fucking idiots are held to account, and this does not happen again.
Go get laid, sort your head out, right?
No. You can try this. You can try this.
Clearly, are so frustrated that you take it out on everyone.
How many real people have you got around you, Empress? How many real people? It's only the fucking idiots who are right? Everyone else that could jump ship has. Why is that? You delusional bastards are going to keep clutching at it because you don't know what the fuck else to do. You have already fucked up that bad. It's too late.
She wanted the royal seed, mate. She was begging for the royal seed. She wanted a baby with the king.
You don't know what to do with the truth, do you? You don't see now. Can you imagine now when this faces you in the street and it's not clearly on the internet? Because it's a conversation on the street.
Remember, Kaylee, I used to send you message.
What are you going to do once everybody knows? And it's coming out right now. It's coming out. Not just through me.
Remember you used to voice.
When everyone knows, you lot of fun on here, and they know your names are Sean Cassidy, Rebecca Elizabeth Penman, Michaela Omnivosa.
Why are you mentioning their names?
Because people are going to know that these are your real live names because they match your voice.
Did you enjoy the strikes that I've just put against your channels?
It's not going to take a Norwich Farmers for most people.
I've just struck your channels again twice. I've just struck your channels again twice.
I don't give a flying fuck about channels, websites, whatever. I go around and do my thing wherever the fuck I am.
Do it.
Do you think I am fucking limited to where you allow me in a space, in one little space?
You're not going to get the royal seed with that.
You're fucking delusional. So many people
not having my babies, you fucking crazy bitch.
You're
Yeah,
you're delusional, dude. You're delusional. Fucking how many
You've
years?
already breached your community protection order, Kaylee. Do you understand that?
I don't give a flying fuck. The police know I don't give a flying fuck. They don't bother me.
So the police don't give a
Stupid
flying
cunt, I've
fuck
told them
about
what if they come around here
community protection
for me,
order.
if they come for me for you lot, they know it won't.
I mean,
They know
you're the
they know
one
not to do
posting the
that, right?
fucking
Unless I've
insane
actually
shit.
committed a fucking crime, gone
Well,
out of
you
my
have.
way to harm somebody. I've been under
You have.
duress my whole fucking life, you scummy cunt.
How's that anything to do with me? What's going on in your life?
Well, if you aren't smart, and I don't you, I'm not here to
What did I have
everyone.
something to do with you giving your kids
Use
bleach?
Christianity all the time. There's a good few fucking hints in there to how you fucked up massively, you stupid. And that's just disgusting. I can't even. You are filth. You're fucking filth, and you deserve it. And you fucking get.
I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. No, fuck that was fun. I just made her run away with a burp. Nah, I'm done. I'm done. Right, let's play the rest of the song.
There was a drifter passing through that little valley. He had promised he was coming back to town. They didn't know him by his face or by the gun around his waist, but he come back to burn that town to the ground. First there was fire, then there was smoke, then that preacher man was hanging by a rope. And then they all fell to their knees and begged that drifter, begged him please, as he raised his fist before he spoke. I am the righteous hand of God, and I am the devil that you forgot. And I told you one day you will see that I'll be back, I guarantee. And that hell's coming, hell's coming with me. It is well with my soul. You line your pocket full of money that you steal from the poor, and on your way down to hell, you hear me ring that bell, and I said, hell's coming with me.
Night.